It's November and the playoffs are right around the corner, and we got a rivalry game out of Livingston Parish tonight on the YurView Game Time Game of the Week presented by McDonald's as the Walker Wildcats, fresh off a big win over Dutchtown, taking on the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Hello, everyone. Jeff Palermo along with Greg Bowser. Glad you could join us for this one. When you look at this series between Denham Springs and Walker, Denham Springs has dominated it, but not recently. Walker has won 5 of the last 8 meetings, and a lot is on the line for both of these teams here tonight.
Well, a lot's on the line. They know each other. They're very familiar because they're rivalries. And, you know, November in high school football, playoff time.
Yeah.
Every game becomes a playoff game, and this one tonight is a big playoff game. If you win, you can get yourself in great position in the playoffs.
And a little bit of playoff weather tonight, Greg, with all the rain that is falling. But how about the Walker Wildcats last week? A 20-point win over Dutchtown. Walker, they shared a district championship last year, and they are in position, Greg, to do it once again. There's their terrific quarterback, Troy Sill.
Well, Troy Sills wears number 48, just different than anybody else, but he's an exciting football player, and they're going to need good big plays from him to win tonight. They had a great game last week against Dutchtown, unexpected, put a lot of points on the board. They need to get some points tonight early.
Yeah, they scored 44 points on Dutchtown as the Griffins suffered their first loss of the year. Troy Silva accounted for 5 touchdowns in that game, 4 through the air, as it was an impressive win for the Walker Wildcats. We'll see if they're able to do it again tonight. Here are the standings in District 5, 5A. There you see Dutchtown, Santa Maria, and Walker. They're all 3-1, and there's Denham Springs. They're 2-2. They've won 5 games this season. They win here tonight. They double their win total from a year ago, Greg.
Not a bad start. I mean, if you can do that this year, it really puts them on a good road. I think they're excited about the playoffs, and the thing they have to prove to themselves is that the playoffs are not too big for them.
Right.
They're ready to play.
They're number 22 in the Division I non-select playoffs are at Denham Springs, hoping to win their final 2 and maybe host a playoff game. Kickoff coming up next here from Denham.
Game Time on YurView is brought to you by McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app today and get free large fries with $1 minimum purchase. Butcher Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. Egan Insurance, a Hickenbotham partner, family to family, business to business. Get Ree's Catfish, feeding your family like ours since 1976.
Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge, progress and performance that never stands still.
Catch every game live or on demand at watch.yurview.com.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it! Good job! Good job!
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy! Get it done!
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
A Livingston Parish rivalry set to get renewed here tonight as Denham Springs, the Yellow Jackets, with a record of 5-3, 2-2 in district play, taking on Chad Mahaffey's Walker Wildcats, who are 4-3, 3-1 in district play. Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast crew, and that is former LSU Tiger and Parkview Baptist star, Derry Beckwith. Derry?
Guys, even though I'm standing on Denham Springs field, I can throw a rock and hit Walker High School. That's how close these teams are. When it comes to rivalry games, records, awards, none of that matters. It's all about pride. So I expect a tough battle tonight between Denham Springs and Walker. They're going to come out and play hard and see who has bragging rights for a full year. This should be a Livingston Parish showdown. And I hope you guys in the booth have some marshmallows and hot chocolate. You guys want a fireplace too as well? Come down here and get some of this rain, baby. Back to you, Jeff.
Yeah, steady rainfall right now. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Egan Insurance. Egan Insurance, a Higginbotham partner, family to family.
Yeah, let's start with Walker. For them, they've got to be consistent on offense. That's a big thing. Consistency is going to be big, especially when you look at the weather. And talking about the weather, battle of the turnovers. Don't turn it over if you're Walker. You don't want to do that. And for Denham Springs, the keys, just limit the big plays on defense. Don't give up any cheap passes, and just make sure that the Chad Mahaffey likes to try to get you sleeping, and then he'll go over the top. So make sure you don't give any big plays. And again, avoid the turnovers. Both teams are going to have trouble hanging onto the ball with this weather.
Yeah, it should be interesting with this rainfall falling. We have our national anthem, so let's pause for that. Teams, the Chris Stapleton version of the Star Spangled Banner being played here at Denham Springs High School as the captains for these two respective teams heading out onto the field. Again, for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, they are coming off a 49-0 win over Prairieville. For the Walker Wildcats, a 20-point win over Dutchtown, 44-24. Both teams had suffered a loss in Week 7. Denham, they lost to Dutchtown by 2 touchdowns. And the week before, for the Walker Wildcats, they lost to Shaw 59-14. Walker only had 169 yards of offense in that game, but what a turnaround the following week to beat a good team like Dutchtown. Very impressive for Walker as they got their 5th win of the season with that victory against the Griffins.
Well, the thing about Denham Springs, they're offensively, they're completing about 48% of the passes, so not a bad passing game. And the weather's going to hamper that a little bit tonight, and we'll see what the coaches have in mind. One of the ones you see the coach there getting ready to get things off to the snide there, and again, Chad Mahaffey is a guy, the coach at Walker. He's one of those coaches that he likes to. He's the offensive coordinator, so he likes to kind of play mind games with defenses. You see probably formations and motions and things like that, trying to catch you sleeping, and then he'll hit the deep one.
Walker comes in with the power rating at 20 in Division I non-select. Denham Springs is at 22. Of course, you need to get to top 16 in order to host a first-round playoff game. As you look at Brett Beard in his 5th season as the head coach at Denham Springs, his 3rd head coaching job here in the Baton Rouge area. Started out at Woodlawn in 2013. He was there at Woodlawn for 2 seasons, then went to Live Oak and did a very nice job there at Live Oak, including a trip all the way into the quarterfinals there at Live Oak, and then here at Denham Springs. Last year was a tough season. They went 3-7, but they have rebounded this year, and they got 5 wins. And when you go back to 2022, they ended up winning 10 games that season, losing to Ruston in the quarterfinals. So Brett Beard's a winner, and so is Chad Mahaffey, who won 3 state titles over at University High, including consecutive 13-0 seasons and Division II championships there in 2017. Former high school teammates of Warwick Dunn at Catholic High. Denham Springs will be kicking it off to Walker, and we are underway. Oh, it tried a little bit of a onside kick there, and it didn't work out as Walker was ready for it, and handling it there for the Wildcats was Rashad Taylor. And so great field position for Walker, who's averaging 32 points a game. Troy Silv, their starting quarterback. As I mentioned, a big game last week against Dutchtown where he accounted for 5 touchdowns, 4 through the air, and a 48-yard touchdown run. Certainly the best win of the season for the Walker Wildcats. Silv is 6'3", 210 pounds. He's a leader. Really encourages his teammates. Players respond well to him. A little bit unconventional. That throwing, the throwing mechanics look a little different, but he is successful as he has thrown for nearly 800 yards this season and has completed 54% of his passes, and he can run it a little bit, but a nice job by the Yellow Jackets defense. James Gaspard able to chase Troy Silv out of bounds on the first play from scrimmage, and we are underway here at Denham Springs.
Look at Troy Silv. You see his numbers from 2004, 58 of 107. 7 touchdowns, not bad at all. He's a guy that he likes to run with the football. We saw that early on, but he can throw it.
Yep.
And, he wears that number 48. Don't get fooled by that.
Yep.
He's a quarterback.
Threw for 219 yards last week against Dutchtown to go along with those 4 passing touchdowns. His season high, 228 against Prairieville. Silv now will throw, and he zips one wide open. Nobody there, and it's going to be an easy touchdown for Rashad Taylor. You want to talk about a coverage bust. That's the definition of one. 56 yards through the air, and Walker strikes first.
Well, that's what we were talking about in pregame. You can't give up that big play. You got to be in it. You know that sooner or later Chad Mahaffey's going to try to go deep on you, and that time it's the second play of the ball game, and there was nobody within 5 yards of the wide receiver.
Man, we got to see that one again as Taylor catches his 2nd touchdown pass of the season, his 16th catch overall. What happened there as far as allowing a guy to just go freely through the defensive secondary of Denham Springs? Nobody was there to touch him. Extra point try here from Sam Pounce. He's got a good leg, and he puts it through the uprights, and the Walker Wildcats, it took them 50 seconds to get on the scoreboard here. Let's look at it again. Man, there's nobody within 20 yards of them, Greg.
Yeah, I think it's just a blown coverage because you see the safety in the middle of the field trying to get over there, but a little bit too late.
So an easy touchdown pass for Silv. 8 touchdown passes of the season. And one of the things Chad Mahaffey told us during our conversation with him earlier this week is that he has been waiting for his passing game to get unlocked this season. They've had some struggles with that. They know they got a good quarterback in Troy Silv, who threw for 2,100 yards and 23 touchdowns last season as he was a first-team all-district selection. But it's just taken a while for the passing game to come together this year, and it really exploded last week against Dutchtown, and it's off to a fast start here at Denham Springs.
Silv's got that unorthodox stance when he gets ready to get the ball in the shotgun. He kind of bends down and then pops right back up. So it'll be interesting to see how long. We're going to watch him do that. I don't know why he does it that way, but I guess that's where he's comfortable.
So Sam Pounce has it teed up. And a short end-over-end kick. Tanner Corner from the 14. Corner finds a little bit of a crease. And really hard run across the 35 to the 36. And that is where the Yellow Jackets will start their first offensive drive of the night, led by their senior quarterback in Jerry Horn. This is a Denham Springs offense that averages 21 points a game, 179 yards through the air, 98 yards on the ground. There are the numbers for Jerry Horn, 1,400 yards passing. He also can run it a little bit, 165 yards on the ground this season. He threw 3 touchdown passes last week, had a nice game against Southern Lab a couple weeks ago, 214 yards against the Kittens, 277 and 2 touchdowns against EA. An experienced quarterback, and he'll run it right up the gut on the first play from scrimmage, and he ends up picking up 4 yards on the first play from scrimmage for Denham Springs.
Yeah, you mentioned Horn's passing. He's almost a 50% completion rate.
Here's a look at your starting lineups for Denham Springs, brought to you by Nick's Refrigeration, your comfort specialist. Brenton Paul is their lead running back, nearly 400 yards rushing. Tylen Haynes, Colton LaBeouf, Deshaun Goldman, and Peyton Puffer is the tight end. The offensive line, 3 seniors there in Cy Martin, Jacon Martin, and Coy Bethencourt. And they got it out into Tylen Hayes on that catch, and he is the leading receiver for Denham Springs. And his 29th catch of the season, it's 2 yards shy of the first down.
Well, he's also he's a speed guy. He's about a 4.5, 40-yard line, 40 guy. He can really run. So he's going to be the guy you're going to be looking for, try to get the ball in his hands a lot, maybe get something deep if he can get a chance to get one-on-one coverage.
So 3rd down and 2, need to pick it up here. Denham on the season, they are converting 30% of the time on 3rd down. They put a couple guys in motion over to the far side. And Horn will run it off that left tackle. That's where they had the extra blockers, and I think he's got enough for the first down.
Looks like they may have marked him a little short. No, they're going to give him the first down. Yep, first down.
So the Yellow Jackets move the chains on 3rd down.
You know, they're coming in this game, they're averaging 180 yards passing per ball game. Not bad. I mean, that's really putting it in the air. I mean, they've got an effective passing game, and I'm really surprised they've run the ball 2 times already and not seen them go to the pass very much just yet. I thought that'd be one of the first three plays would be a pass game.
And RHD first down here for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. Resources for human development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. There's a run for about 8 yards as they go right up the middle there, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. As Jerry Horn, who stands at 6'1", looks a little taller than 6'1", but that's where they got him listed. 6'1", one of the top senior quarterbacks here in this Baton Rouge area. Here's a look at the Walker defense. They only returned 4 starters from a year ago. Dante Flowers is the main guy on that defensive line. You got some first-time starters at linebacker in Ross and Caldwell. Jake Rappold is a really good player. And they'll go on the ground again. They run it with Brenton Paul. Paul staying on his feet inside the 20. And then Paul going to be banged out of bounds all the way to the 14-yard line. Solid run there for Brenton Paul, who's only averaging 4.2 yards a carry. But he gets a big chunk there, and Denham Springs is in position. Good job just to stay on his feet, Greg. And
breaking tackles.
Yep. Finally shoved out of bounds by the Wildcats' Zachary Miles, a senior defensive back. So they're now in the Hope Credit Union red zone. Hope Credit Union, brighter futures begin with hope. The snap gets away from Horn. He's just got a fall on it, and that's a huge loss of about 20 yards. My goodness.
I think we got a flag on the play as well, so we'll see what happens.
Horn has a look of confusion on his face, like what was going on there. Bryson McCabe is the snapper, and he just snapped it right over Horn's head. As McCabe at center, the sophomore, a little bit just too much juice there. And
the penalty was an illegal shift against Denham Springs, and of course it was declined, so that backs them up to 2nd down and very long.
Yeah, very long. They got to get all the way to the 4 to pick up a first down. So you're looking at 2nd down and 29. Horn looking to his left, now throws, and the pass is dropped by his receiver, Deshaun Goldman, who was the intended receiver there. And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and long, a very promising drive here for Denham Springs on the verge of stalling.
This is one Deshaun Goldman's going to look at and say, hey, I probably should have caught that ball. It looked like it might have been tipped, but still, he had a chance to catch it, make a big play, put his team back in good field position.
Offensive line for Denham Springs led by Cy Martin, the left tackle, one of their captains. And he's played some good football, a guy that can play at the next level. Here's the pass. That's complete. Going to get a lot of those yards back as the completion to Colton LaBeouf. And LaBeouf got it all the way to the 15-yard line. That is where this series of downs began. LaBeouf had a couple of touchdown passes last week against Prairieville. He's got good speed, and he makes a nice grab here.
He's short of the first down, but, the Yellow Jackets decide to go for it, but they now looks like they're going to send the field goal unit out because they're 50% on fourth down. So not bad.
Jonathan Bravo, who has been a hero twice this season with field goals to give Denham Springs victories, back-to-back game-winning field goals against Woodlawn and East Ascension. This one is going to be from 32 yards out. High snap, another bad snap. Bravo's just got to fall on it again, and the Walker Wildcats are going to end up with outstanding field position. So 2 horrific snaps for Denham Springs, and that prevents them from scoring on their opening drive of the night. That one sailed over the head of the holder, Colton LaBeouf. Walker's ball when we come back on Game Time.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There are many signs to help protect us from harm, to warn us from harming ourselves, or prevent us from harming others. But sometimes the best sign is the one that protects you from things you never knew or even thought would hurt you. Egan Insurance, the sign of quality insurance protection since 1954.
I am a Mercedes girl. I like the way the C-Class drives, and of course I like the looks of it too. It fits me and I fit in it.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
Troy Silv on first down and 15. Gets it across the 50 all the way to the 45-yard line. Walker on its first play on this possession had an illegal procedure play as half the guys took off before the snap. And Silv there doing a nice job picking up about 17 yards, and they get another first down to the Walker Wildcats, and they're already back in Denham Springs territory, up 7-0. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Derry Beckwith down on the sidelines as it's first down and 10 at the 46 here for Walker, who scored on its opening drive. A quick scoring drive, only took him 50 seconds, and a long touchdown pass to Rashad Taylor. Run it again, and this time the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets stuff it. Devin Mack, 37 tackles on the season, 10 tackles for a loss, 5.5 sacks on the year. He was one of the guys there defensively. Your starting lineups brought to you by Nick's Refrigeration, your comfort specialist. Darius Scott, you just saw Mack make the tackle. Harrison, Williams, Gaspard, Allen, Ja'Cory Gross, Jaden Washington, Caden Anderson, Rancher Miller is a really good one, and Jacob Deal has a couple dozen tackles in the defensive secondary. This is a Denham Springs defense that has been a bend but don't break kind of defense, but they've already broken once, and Silv is nearly off to the races there if it wasn't for a great tackle by Jaden Washington, who has 22 tackles. He could have been gone for a long way. Instead, it's just going to be a 6-yard pickup, third down and 4 here for Walker at the 40-yard line.
Well, Troy Silv is doing a really good job of running this offense. I mean, he's that kind of that zone read, and he's handing it when he's supposed to, and then he's running it. Now, a lot of this, if you watch it, a lot of it's a call play. He's not going to hand it off. It's called to fake it, and then he's going to take off with the football. All the time, both times he's picking up positive yards, so Jeff.
Third down and 4. Silv, a starter on the basketball team, won a district title last season, averaging 11 points a game. He's been a starter since his sophomore season, and more movement on the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be another legal procedure penalty on Walker. He'll back him up 5 yards.
False start indicated against the Wildcats.
A little bit of a sloppy game for both teams here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And we knew they'd have trouble hanging on to the football, but procedure calls, we didn't anticipate that.
And then the 2 bad snaps for Denham Springs, and you wonder if the wet turf had something to do with those snaps. Sailing over one over the quarterback horn, and then one over the field goal holder for the Yellow Jackets. Third down and 9. Denham Springs trying to get off the field here. Low snap to Silv. He just picks it up and runs with it. And he still gets to the 39-yard line, about 5 yards on the play, bringing up 4th and 4. I would imagine Chad Mahaffey will go for it here, considering where the ball's at, and already up 7-0.
You see the bad snap that time. I think Seal took his eyes off the ball, and he just, it was a low snap, but he took his eyes off it. That's why he dropped it. Couldn't get it cleanly.
Silv already 28 yards on 4 carries. Ja'Cory Gross was in on the tackle there for the Yellow Jackets. 4th down and 4. Plenty of time on the play clock here, 14 seconds. And we finally get to see Caden Jones carry it, and he goes down. Flag flies as well. Caden Jones, who's got 1,100 yards rushing on the season, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. But let's see what the penalty marker is about.
I think you may get a face mask here or a holding call. I thought it was a holding call on the end of the line against Walker.
Oh, it's going to go against Denham Springs.
Face mask.
Wow.
The Yellow Jackets are shooting themselves in the foot here. Let's take a look right here. Yeah, I think he just reached out and grabbed it right there.
Oh, man.
Yep.
That is a pretty ferocious one there. When you drag the guy down to the turf. And that one goes against Ja'Cory Gross. So another mistake here for the Yellow Jackets. They are not playing a clean football at the moment. 1st down and 10 at the 24-yard line. That will be an RHD first down. Resources for Human Development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. They run it again off the right side, and only a couple of yards there as the Yellow Jackets defense does a very nice job there on Caden Jones. Jones, 1,141 yards on the season, averaging 8 yards a carry and 18 touchdowns on the season. He's had a very good senior campaign. Led the Wildcats with 152 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Had a 179-yard rushing performance against Woodlawn earlier this year. 2nd down and 8. Silv going back to the air, throws, and it's knocked away. Jaden Washington there on the coverage as they were trying to get the football to Carleon Joseph, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long here for Walker.
I think Carleon Joseph had good position. You watch him, he's going to come to the inside. Sil just needs to lead him a little bit more to the inside. He threw the ball behind him. If he leads him a little more to the inside, there's no defender in the middle of the field. I think that's a touchdown.
And there was a flag on that play, and Walker's going backwards. As Denham is going to accept the penalty as the flag all the way back to the 37-yard line.
I never even saw it. Everybody just all of a sudden was flag hanging out there. No one saw it.
2nd down and 18. Still don't even know what the penalty was all about. But going to be a 10-yard penalty, however you want to look at it. Let's see what Chad Mahaffey decides to draw up here. They'll hand it off to Jones, and he's going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage and thrown to the turf. Darius Scott, 38 tackles. That's his 10th tackle for a loss. And that is another negative play here for Walker as they were trying to run the football with Caden Jones.
Well, Darius Scott almost overran that play and was able to get back into it and make the tackle for a big loss. Big 3rd down play coming up here for the defense. If you're Denham Springs, you got to get him stopped here.
3rd and long. Jones rejoins Silv in the backfield. They'll run it again with Jones looking for some room. He's a patient runner. And Caden Allen was the first one to get to him. It's 4th and long, and Chad Mahaffey and the Wildcats probably got to bring the punt team on.
I think you go for it.
It is 4th down and 16 here for Coach Chad Mahaffey.
Yeah, I think he's at that spot on the field where even if he punts it, he's going to punt it into the end zone. They'll have it at the 25. Maybe he takes a shot here.
So 4th down and 16. Carleon Joseph is the wide receiver to the bottom of your screen. Silv throws back. He's got his man. It is complete for a first down and more. Huge play, great play call as they got the ball to Caden Jones, his 13th grab of the season, and it's 1st and goal for the Walker Wildcats.
What a play, well-designed play that time. Caden Jones did a good job of, he was the guy that they faked the ball to, and then they do a half roll the other way, and he was wide open.
This is our Cox Mobile smart call of the game, going for it on 4th down and long, and it was a well-designed play. Hitting Caden Jones for the first down. That was the smart call of the game, courtesy of Cox Mobile. The smart way to mobile. Learn more at cox.com/mobile. Only a couple yards there on the first down play, as getting pushed back was Caden Jones, and it's now 2nd and goal from just outside the 5.
Well, Denham Springs, you got to be happy with your defensive front. They're not allowing very much running room inside, but it's the big plays to the corner, the perimeter of the defense that's getting you.
Silv surveying the defense. They'll check to the sidelines. 2 wide receivers with Joseph all the way to the far side. Silv will hand it off, and once again being brought down behind the line of scrimmage, Rancher Miller. Coach Brett Beard calls him a good old country boy. Gets up and feeds the cows in the morning and the calves. And he made a nice tackle there on 2nd and goal. It brings up 3rd and goal just outside the 5. Quick snap here. Silv rolling out. He'll try to dump it off, and it's knocked away, and there's going to be a flag. All over him was Ravius Williams, the intended receiver, as they just tried to flip the ball to Braylon Kent.
Well, I think Ravius Williams, he was beat that time. Kent had him beat out of the backfield, and he may have reached up and grabbed him, tried to slow him down.
Bit of a discussion here from our officials. Rain still falling here at Denham Springs High School. Walker up 7-0, looking for a little bit more. And the conversation continues, and now we'll get the call.
Defensive holding.
Not an automatic first down in high school football, though. So it's half the distance as we'll watch it again.
Yeah, he's beat right there, and you reach out and grab him, keep him from getting a touchdown. If he doesn't hold him, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, and he's still holding him all the way through the route. So 3rd and goal at the 3. See that rain falling down in the background, big puddle there at this beautiful new stadium on the campus of Denham Springs High School. Silv calls his own number, and he's not going to get there. An avalanche of Yellow Jacket defenders bring him down. And it's going to bring 4th and goal, and now they'll bring the field goal unit on. Sam Pounce, who made a 37-yarder last week, will try a field goal here, I think. Maybe not. Pounce is out there, but he's not lining up as the field goal kicker.
I think they're going to go for it.
Well, and they do have to snap it before the play clock expires. So on 4th and goal, they're going for it. Here we go. Silv looking for a running room right up the middle, and he's not going to get there. He stopped at the 1-yard line. There's that bend but don't break defense for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. They gave up a 4th down and long, but then eventually they stopped the Wildcats at the 1-yard line with 6 seconds to go in this opening quarter.
It's just the quarterback power there inside, and Silv had no place to go.
Great tackle by Caden Allen, an undersized linebacker for the Yellow Jackets with 64 tackles on the year coming into the game. He made the hit, brought down Troy Silv, and the Yellow Jackets will take over from their own 2-yard line.
What really surprising was Silv was not the guy carrying the ball.
Yeah.
You know, they had Kendon Jones was the guy that took the snap. And
so Caden Jones took it. You're right. You're right. That's right. Okay.
That's if you're going to go for it, I think you want to have the ball in your best offensive player's hands, but they chose not to do that.
Horn will hand it off here from his own end zone, and Brent and Paul only able to get a couple, but that ends the first quarter. Walker Wildcats have to feel like they should be up more than 7 as we are done with 1 quarter of play from Denham Springs High School. This is the Yearview Louisiana Game of the Week presented by McDonald's.
From now on, It's all about us. Starting a family, buying a car, our first home.
They told you to open an account, then turned you away. They said, come back when you're ready. You said, we're ready now.
I know we're going to make it.
Hope makes it happen. Thousands of your neighbors, many who never had a bank account before, improved their lives with Hope Credit Union. You can too. Brighter futures begin with hope.
We've known you for a few years now, so let's do kind of a lightning round.
Think of it as a 2-minute drill, but with questions.
Ooh,
Okay.
dogs or cats?
Dogs. Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Crawfish or shrimp?
Boiled crawfish.
Your favorite holiday?
Mardi Gras for sure.
You've been hurt in an accident. What's the next thing that you do?
That's a no-brainer. Call the Borderos at all sevens.
Bonus question.
Favorite attorney, David
or Digger?
I plead the fifth.
Well played.
Wise choice.
Hey, we're back here on Your View. The Game Time Game of the Week presented by McDonald's. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Derry Beckwith. Let's go to Derry Beckwith with this ITI Technical College sideline report. The rain has been falling, Derry. How much of a factor is that in this game?
I think they're taking care of the football, both teams. It's just they're making mental mistakes as far as false starts and holding penalties. And for Denham Springs defense, they're doing a good job, but they have a lack of communication on their first touchdown and even on their fourth down with the throwback wheel route. There's just a lack of communication. So they're playing well defensively. And if I'm walking on the offense, I heard Greg say they need to keep the ball in Seal's hands. Every time they run the ball, they're getting 10 on 11 as far as blocks. And he can make one man miss. So I think offensively for Walker, they need to run the ball with Seal a little bit more on those quarterback runs.
Nice little hole here for Horn, who now busts out there to the 25-yard line. A gain of about 20 for the senior QB. Horn only 165 yards rushing, but it looks like they're going to try to use his legs here tonight, as there's a Walker Wildcat who's down on the ground at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a big surprise for him to carry the football. He doesn't do it a lot, and I think he caught the defense off guard.
Let's take a quick break. We'll tell you about the injured Walker Wildcat when we come back.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it!
Boom! Hampton's hot.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a fourth branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Brett Beard, a rebound season here for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets as we're back at Denham Springs High School. Horn carrying it again. That's his 6th carry here tonight. 5 carries for 17 yards, but remember, he got hit with a negative 19-yard rush because of the snap that went over his head. Those yardage numbers go against him, but he's been very effective running the football. With the rain falling here, they're keeping it simple, Greg.
Yep, they want to keep it simple because you minimize the turnovers and just everything's got to be going forward. You cannot be going sideways. If you do, it's going to be hard to make the cuts to go up the field because this is a pretty soggy turf.
Brenton Paul to the left of Horn here on the 2nd down and 6. And Paul will get the carry, and he's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage. Bunch of Wildcats there in on the tackle. First guy there was number 23, Jeffrey Caldwell. By the way, a few moments ago, it was Jonathan Musso, who was the injured Wildcat, but he is back out on the field, so that's good to see. It's now 3rd down and long here for the Yellow Jackets. Denham Springs, they were young last year after reaching the quarterfinals in 2022. They've been getting better every week. Some tough losses this year, including a loss to Live Oak. Second straight year that they have lost to Live Oak. Blitz coming, and a great defensive play, knocking the football away. Jake Rapold, who keeps getting more confidence, according to Coach Chad Mahaffey, and he made a nice defensive play there, and it'll force the punt team to come on.
That's Jake Rapold, the junior. Good read. That's hard to do. Teach a lot of kids to just get their hand and not they get the temptation to want to interfere with the wide receiver.
Single coverage there too, Greg, and he played that very well as the Wildcats were bringing the blitz. Trenton Harrison, who can flip the field, another high snap, and he just got it off. And a decent punt here. It will take a Denham Springs bounce and roll, and it's going to be down all the way to the 30-yard line. We'll take another break. 10:17 to go before half, and the Wildcats leading the Yellow Jackets 7-0.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you. In Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today. At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it. Good job. Good job.
Bring it higher. Turn it up, boy.
Get it done.
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
Back here at Denham Springs High School, Jeff Palermo along with Greg Bowser and Derry Beckwith. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith again from the ITI Technical College sideline report. Troy Silv, he's looked pretty good, the quarterback here for Walker, Derry. 25 yards rushing, 85 yards through the air. Your thoughts on this bigger quarterback with the unconventional number of 48?
They run out with it. It's like wild.
I don't know, look like there's the range got him, man.
Yeah, he must be underwater or something. There I see Derry's talking with someone over on the Denham Springs Yellow Jacket sideline, so unable to catch us right now, but we'll get back to him here shortly. First down and 10 at the 29. Going to throw here is Silv over the middle, and oh my goodness, the receiver takes a big-time hit. No flags, though, on the play. A lot of times when you see a hit like that, you wonder. But Jaden Washington laid a lick on the Walker receiver. It ends up being an incomplete pass.
Yeah, this is one as a wide receiver. You come back and you ask your quarterback, why'd you throw that ball?
Yeah.
That could have been a big one.
Receiver was not really open and trying to fit it in there as he was trying. Couldn't catch the number on the receiver there. But it's an incomplete pass, so second down and 10. That's Silv's first incompletion here tonight from the 29-yard line. The receiver there was Landon McFarland. Nope, check that. That was Brashard London. And now the ball gets loose here in Denham Springs, trying to fall on it on that wet turf, and they finally get it. There's our first turnover of the night. It's going to be recovered by Rabius Williams. Looked like it was going to be a nice play there for the Walker Wildcats. But are they saying he was down?
I think the official is going to mark him down, so it won't be no turnover. It'll be.
But a nice run, the first big run for Caden Jones. And the ball just kind of popped out there right at the end. And then finally, after a couple of slip and slides, Denham Springs able to recover it.
Well, I think they might have both changed their minds. They thought it was going to be they initially ruled him down by contact before the fumble. Now they look like they're going to spot it as a fumble and a recovery.
So it is going to be Yellow Jackets football. This is a defense that hasn't forced a lot of turnovers, but they get one there. And they'll take over at the 33-yard line. So Jerry Horn and the Yellow Jackets offense back out on the field. Couple wide receivers here to the near side as the Yellow Jackets try to get something going with 10 minutes to go before halftime. Keeping it is Horn. Horn bounced off his own guy and ends up getting about 5 yards before taken down to the turf by Walker's Aiden Smith, a senior defensive lineman.
Well, we'll see. You've got to get something. If you're Denham Springs, you got to make something happen here. You got the big turnover right before the half. Get some momentum. See if that can't help you get the offense going.
This is a Walker defense that I think is improving. I know they gave up 59 to Shaw a couple of weeks ago, but Shaw can do that to you. Nice run up the middle, a first down. Also gave up 42 points to Central earlier this year. Good run there by Brenton Paul, and the Yellow Jackets pick up the first down.
Coming into the game, Brenton Paul had 376 yards rushing on the season. So not bad. Not a bad year so far, and he's showing you why they like to keep him in the game.
His longest run of the night, or the longest run of the season, a 46-yard touchdown run. He's got power and speed. Had a high ankle sprain earlier this year. Had over 100 yards rushing against Dutchtown.
Yeah, he's got 4 touchdowns on the season rushing.
That was a Resources for Human Development first down, trying to bring that football down. Unable to corral it, though, was the receiver, Colton LaBeouf, and it's now second down and 10.
Colton LaBeouf, he's just running a slant route. There's no help inside. It's a good pass. He should have caught that one.
Yeah, just off his hands. 4 carries for 46 yards for Brenton Paul on the night. On second down and 10. 4 down linemen for the Wildcats, and it's going to be Horn again, and Horn, nothing happening that time. Staying on his feet, able to at least muster a couple yards to the 49. And he'll bring up third down and about 7 here for the Yellow Jackets as they got the ball to the 50-yard line. Right now, only 1 conversion on third down for Denham Springs. They're 1 of 3 on third down opportunities tonight.
This is one that's manageable. You want to pick up some yards. If you don't get the first down, if you can get 3 to 4 yards right now, I think you're going to go for it on fourth down.
Walker has a lot of defensive players at the line. They bring the blitz. They pick it up. Horn unleashes one downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off on the play by Jeremiah Dorsey, and Dorsey runs it up the far sidelines. And now it's going to be the Walker Wildcats that have excellent field position. Dorsey, just a senior. He's not the biggest kid out there, but he's a physical kid. He's a big hitter, and he gets a nice interception here.
Well, Walker at that time, they really disguised the defense well. They made them think they would come with an all-out blitz, and they dropped out and ended up with double coverage on the wide receivers, and that's why he got picked off. He had covered over the top and underneath.
So each team now has exchanged turnovers in this game, and Chad Mahaffey will send his offense back out on the field. Wildcats number 20 in the power ratings in the District 1 non-select playoffs. Walker started the season 2-0 with wins over Ponchatoula and Woodlawn, and lost to Central, beat Live Oak and Prairieville. Here's a nice little run. And they get about 4 there. Caden Jones on the carry. Walker has won 5 of the last 8 matchups in this rivalry. But overall, Denham Springs has dominated this series, as Denham Springs has won 20 of the 29 games played between these two teams. Denham Springs has won 20, Walker has won 8, and there's also a tie in there as well. Walker had a lot of lean years. Running there with Caden Jones. Jones bouncing it to the outside, takes a big hit as he got to the 44-yard line. He had an all-time great player, probably the best player Walker's had, outside of Brian Thomas here recently, of course. But Chris Hawkins, remember him? That played at LSU. Of course, he starred here at Walker in the early 2000s, and then the Wildcats really had a portion there where they were only winning 1 or 2 or 3 games every year. I believe they only had 4 district wins over a 15-year period. 3rd down and 13. On the roll, the pass is complete. Good takedown in the open field there by Ravius Williams on the receiver, Rashad Taylor, who has the lone touchdown in this game. But it's going to be enough for a 1st down for the Walker Wildcats.
This is a good play, just a little sprint out. You know exactly where you have to be for the down marker, and the receiver turn right around and get the football. That's a good play to get out of trouble and pick up a 1st down.
That is another RHD 1st down. Resources for human development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. So Jones to the left of Troy Silv. And a hard run off the right side, and busting it is Caden Jones. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 40 yards there. Another big play for this Walker offense, and they're up 13-0.
That one goes to the offensive line. Good job of blocking up front. Gave him a hole, and Caden Jones took advantage of it. Once he got in the secondary, no one was going to catch him.
Hard run off the right side for Jones, who now has 73 yards rushing on the night.
Good blocking. You see the blocks up front right there. Just an excellent job by the offensive line.
He was a slot receiver last year with Caden Jones. They wanted to get the ball in his hands more, so they put him at running back. Patient runner. Good change of direction. And then if he gets going, he can take it a long way, and he just did right there. His 19th touchdown of the season, and the Walker Wildcats lead it by 14.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Hampton Toyota. Hampton has it. Make some epic memories this football season with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that signature Cane sauce. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Resources for human development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics. Discover the Quest difference. Now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
With over 28 million square feet of roofing installed, Ace Roofing is Louisiana's commercial roofing specialist. It's all we do, for commercial re-roofs to service and maintenance. Commercial roofs are a completely different system than residential shingle roofing. Different materials, installation process, you get the idea. We had the experience to ensure the best quality roof from the start. So if you need service, maintenance, or a complete re-roof, choose the local company that's been servicing roofs across Louisiana since 1975. Ace Roofing.
Our Hampton Automotive scoring drive, 4 plays, 50 yards, capped off by the run by Caden Jones. And, man, he bursted through the hole there, Greg, and he was off.
He was. Caden Jones, he had one guy, he laid a hand on him, he kept his balance, and then took it all the way to the house.
So 14-0 is the lead here. The Walker Wildcats trying to pick up where they left off last week with the huge win over Dutchtown. They're in good shape here. Denham Springs had a very nice drive to begin the football game themselves, but 2 bad snaps. One with the quarterback in shotgun formation, and then one on a field goal try. Resulted in that drive stalling out. Here's the kick. It's short and it's high from Sam Pounce. It takes a bounce. Uh-oh, got to get on top of it. And they do right there at the 13-yard line. That could have been disastrous for the Yellow Jackets. Tanner Corner finally was able to find his handles on that wet football. Let's send it down to Derry Beckwith with this ITI Technical College scoring drive. Derry, that was an impressive run by number 94 for the Walker Wildcats. You don't see number 94s usually sprinting down the field like we just did with Caden Jones.
You don't, but he's an extremely patient runner. I love the way that he gets the hole, he takes his time, and once he sees the crease, he hits it. And that time, they ran a little power play. He ran behind that guard, broke a tackle, and was able to get in the end zone.
So far for Denham Springs, Jerry Horn really has been the offense for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if they can't get something going. They're only getting a couple yards there. Let's bring Derry back into the conversation. He's on the Denham Springs sidelines. What's the mood over there? They've been shooting themselves in the foot quite a bit here tonight so far.
The coaches are still keeping these guys motivated, but on that last series, I know the quarterback threw an interception, but it was the right call. Walker's safeties are not honoring the run game. They're kind of walking up close to the line of scrimmage, so I expect Denham Springs to try to take another deep shot over these safeties' heads, because right now, as you can see, they're walking to the line of scrimmage. There's no safety help, so I expect Denham Springs to take another deep shot at some point.
Horn might take a deep shot here. He floats one down the field, and it's over the head of the receiver. And quickly now, 3rd down for the Yellow Jackets, who are down by 2 touchdowns. Need to make something happen here. Is there a flag, though?
Yeah, there's a flag on the play.
Yes, there is.
It's going to be against the side. Something happened on the sideline. I think one of the Denham Springs players got tangled up with somebody on the Walker sideline. And that's a personal foul. That'll be a 15-yarder and give him a 1st down.
It's going to happen right at the end of the play here. Oh, the Denham Springs player. Wow, yeah. How about that? Colt LaBeouf with a push there.
Yeah, a little frustration. They're walking the other way.
I don't know, but Denham Springs isn't walking with them. Now, were there 2 penalties there?
Unless they're doing it from spot of the foul, but it's got to be from the previous spot.
But was there like defensive hold? We never got a look at him because they basically marked it down where it was. You know what? The Yellow Jackets have a first. There had to be a penalty on Walker. There had to be a pass interference penalty on Walker. And then after the play, the 15-yard penalty. I think that's exactly what happened there. So I think we had 2 15-yard penalties, but the pass interference at least gave the Yellow Jackets a 1st down.
Yeah, it should have been a dead ball foul, though. The play was
the shove happened after the play.
Got it.
After they had picked up the 1st down because of the pass interference penalty. I think that's what happened there. 2nd down and 10.
It's a good thing we don't referee.
Well, right now the Walker defense making life tough here for the Yellow Jackets offense. Denham Springs having a hard time trying to get anything going offensively. As I mentioned, Horn has really been their offense with the quarterback runs. Horn has to get rid of it here, and the pass, I believe he got a foot in bounds.
Yeah, they're going to say he caught it.
And that's going to be enough. No, they're going to say he's out of bounds. So trying to get the football there to Talon Hughes. We'll take a look at it again. Talon Hughes. Talon Haynes, excuse me.
Yeah, he just ran out of room, I think.
Yeah,
there he is. Yeah. You got to get the ball to him a lot quicker than that way. You can have some room to come down with it.
So Talon Haynes unable to make the grab.
We'll see. We'll see if Walker decides to blitz. Now, the last time they got in the 3rd and long, they had everybody on the line of scrimmage, made them think they were going to blitz, and they backed out of it.
5 wide receivers here for Horn. He's got time to throw. Now scrambles out of the pocket. Defender trying to chase him, and he got him. After a gain of 2. Good speed shown there by the defender. That's Dante Flowers, the 3-year starter. Athletic. A problem for opponents.
When you watch him run him down from the backside, Dante Flowers is... This is an all-out sprint here. This is a big defensive lineman chasing down a quarterback.
Brett Beard called him a freak. The head football coach for Denham Springs had the utmost compliment there for Dante Flowers, and as far as his ability to play, that was pretty good. And that was nearly blocked. And then it hits a Denham Springs player, so the ball should be down more towards the 50-yard line than at the 41.
I think that's where they're going to mark it.
So Walker now up by 2 touchdowns, and they got an opportunity to really open things up here.
They're going to put the ball down to the 49-yard line of Denham Springs. A good job. Denham Springs really been hurting themselves on the drives.
No. Well, and I think at this point, Walker defensively, they've taken away the run from the quarterback run. So something else has got to happen here for the Yellow Jackets offense in order for them to have any kind of success here tonight.
And they just keep trying to throw the ball deep, and I think Walker's going to make sure that they don't get the deep ball. And look, Walker's not afraid of playing man-to-man on the outside either.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Caden Jones comes back into the backfield. Sills passes to someone on the sidelines who had to drop his helmet to catch it.
Well,
Nobody was open.
He wanted Caden Jones on a little flare out in the backfield, but he was covered, so he just threw it away. really surprising that Seals didn't take off with the ball.
Next week, our final regular season game of the year will actually be down in the River Parishes for the Hahnville Tigers, who are having a resurgence of a season, taking on the Lakeshore. So that should be a fun one. Hahnville's got a big game here tonight against Destrehan. A lot of big games here in Week 9. Episcopal Dunham, Central Zachary. Up north, you got West Monroe Neville. Airline is in a battle as well. Up in northwest Louisiana, St. Thomas More, Lafayette Christian. That's a huge game, too. So, Airline and Bird. I was trying to remember who the other team was. So, a lot of big games here in Week 9 of the season. Third down and 10.
You get to early November, Jeff, that's high school playoff.
Yep.
That's playoff season because if you're playing for a spot in the playoffs and positioning, if you're already in, you're just trying to improve your seeding.
Sylv trying to run to pick up the first down on third down. He was taken down for the Yellow Jackets, Devin Mack. Fourth down, and it's 4th and 5, and the punt team coming on. And you got to play punt safe here because this is an opportunity for Walker to fake one if they want to. So watch out here. Caden Jones is the protector on this punt formation. I could see a direct snap to him easily.
I think you punted away. I think they're just going to not fool with this one and just punt it deep and play defense.
Good high punt as they do try to pin him back. Nice job on the return man to come up and field the football. As that was corner, and that was a big stop there for Denham Springs. Now can they generate any offense here with 2:44 to go before half? Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with another ITI Technical College scoring drive. Derry, what's happening with Denham Springs offense? Can't get anything going right now.
I think Walker is doing a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage against this Denham Springs offense. It's not that Denham Springs is running bad plays. They're not just executing. They have guys wide open. I think the quarterback has missed a few throws. So see if he can settle down on this drive and finish the drive and try to get a score before halftime.
First down and 10 at the 17-yard line here for the Yellow Jackets. They'll try to run it here, and then nothing happening at all. As it was all plugged up there for Paul. Could not get anything going. One of the Walker defenders there in on the stop, Zion Russ, who is a defensive back. Derry mentioned how they have their DBs playing right up against the line of scrimmage. They are not respecting the pass at all here from Denham Springs.
No, they're inviting them to try to throw the ball deep. And Denham Springs tried to do it a couple of times early in the first half, and they didn't have any success, so they went away from it.
Second down and 10 now. Horn with the half roll. And just has to throw it away. Nobody open downfield, and it's 3rd and 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. As the frustration may be building here for Denham Springs. Horn, as we've seen, he's very athletic, big, strong kid. He's got a lot of moxie. He's been around for a while. Actually played a lot as his freshman year, won some games, started a playoff game his freshman year. And Coach Brett Beard has said that he's gotten more comfortable this season as the offensive line has played better. But so far tonight, Denham Springs can't get anything going. 3rd down and 10. Horn's got time here. Pass is complete. The defender all over the receiver, but no flag at all. Good coverage there. Jakyron Johnson on the coverage as the intended receiver was Caden Lewis, but Horn had time and unable to complete the pass because of the great coverage there by Johnson.
A Walker, they decided to rush 3 and drop 8. There's still really no place to go with the football.
So they got a punt again. And there's plenty of time here for Walker to add some points before halftime. Short punt this time. And no fair catch called. And a brave young man there handling the punt was Zion Russ. And the Wildcats have outstanding field position. They've won the battle of field position here tonight. Chad Mahaffey, what a run he had with the University High Cubs, turning that program over to Andy Martin. But he won 101 games there at U-High. Last year, he led Walker to the quarterfinals for the first time in school history. They beat Benton and North Shore in the first couple of rounds and then took on Ruston, who ended up winning the Division I non-select state championship. Ruston put it on them that night, 56-17, but this is a Walker team that went 10-3 last year, defeated Denham Springs 35-21 on their way to sharing a district title, and they're in position to win or at least share another district championship again this season. Silva on the carry, Ja'Cory Gross in on another tackle. Gain of about 6 there for Troy Silva.
Troy Silva, he ran the ball a lot in the first quarter, but after that, he just started handing it off and trying to run a power play, and it hadn't been real effective for this Walker team.
2nd down and 5. Silva looks to his left, dumps it off, and the pass is complete to Sam Pounce. And he might have enough for the first down. It's very close as he got up to the 34-yard line.
I think they're going to give him the first down. That's the signal. They gave him the first down. This is a good check down play by Silva. He wants to run with it and then just sees his tight end wide open and give it to him and picks up a good first down.
Trenton Harrison, who benches 400-plus pounds in on the tackle, a state champion power lifter. Silva on the run again. Silva going to be brought down by Trenton Harrison. And he ends up picking up 6 yards. Timeout's going to be called. As Harrison made the tackle. Here, take a look at Trenton Harrison if we can get back to him. This is a kid who's a state champion power lifter. And Coach Brent Beard told us when Harrison won that state championship in powerlifting, all of a sudden his confidence grew tremendously, and he's been a different guy. Silva 8 carries for 40 yards here tonight for the Wildcats, who are up 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we'll show you the LHSAA Network's high school spotlight. And then next week, we'll be in Hahnville to wrap up the regular season. And again, here on Game Time, we'll have you covered through the playoffs all the way up to the state championships in the Caesar Superdome. But we'll have 4 postseason games. But week 10 of the regular season next week, Hahnville and Lakeshore. Should be a fun one. Glad to see Hahnville winning football games again. It's been a couple of bleak years for them. They got an outstanding running back. 2nd down and 5. 51 seconds here. Denham's got to keep Walker out of the end zone. They tried that wheel route again. It was successful earlier, and this time it should have been intercepted. The defender dropped the ball. And who knows, he could be still running at the moment. Jaden Washington read it well. He's got an interception on the season. He should have 2 after this play.
Well, Jaden Walker's going to look at this on film, and he's going to say, you never get an easier interception. He read the play. He had 2 safeties on the hash. He was just dropping back. Watch, he's going to see it, and there's nobody between him and the ball or nobody between him and the end zone, and it just goes right through his arms.
Ball ended up hitting the feet of Caden Jones, so 3rd down and 5. 44 seconds here. Rashad Taylor being spread out wider. So is Braden Kent. Silva, quick pass, and that is caught by Taylor. Taylor is going to be thrown to the turf at the 19-yard line. Jacob Deal, the junior defensive back, makes the tackle. 1st down. The chains will move as they get the ball inside the red zone.
Rashad Taylor.
Good play, good patience by the quarterback and wide receiver. He didn't give up on him.
Inside the Hope Credit Union red zone. Hope Credit Union, brighter futures begin with Hope. 1st and goal at the 19, the clock rolling here. Jones in motion out of the backfield. Silva looking to his right, throws, pass complete once again to Taylor. He is taken down at the 9. Timeout called by Walker with 8 seconds to go.
And they got another 1st down, too. 8 seconds.
And they got one more timeout to use after this, so they can take a shot here, Greg, to the end zone if they want to. And I think that's exactly what Chad Mahaffey's thinking right now.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it is the field is wide open for you. You could even throw something across the middle of the end zone. You don't have to necessarily go to the out of bounds. You get the timeout. If you throw it down there and let you guys know, hey, if you catch it and don't get in the end zone, just go down. We'll call a timeout.
Rashad Taylor now 4 catches on the night for 79 yards. including the touchdown catch to begin the football game. Taylor, a guy that certainly is, you can see it, he's a big guy out there, and he presents challenges to opposing defenses. Him and Carleon Joseph, but we haven't seen as much of Joseph as we've seen of Rashard Taylor.
This is one of the ones where when you look at Denham Springs, we talked to the coaches early in the week, they wanted to make sure you play for 48 minutes and play through the whole game. This is one of the ones where you can't give up right at the end. You got to play hard and play through the whole game.
8 seconds here. So Joseph is out there now. He's the wide receiver to the right of Silv. And Taylor's to the top. They go to Joseph, single coverage, and did he get a foot in bounds? No, he did not. I don't know if he caught it, but he didn't, or juggled it. We'll have to see. There's 5 seconds on the clock. The field goal unit's coming out. Let's take a look at it. We're going to get an excellent look at it here. Does Joseph hang on to this thing? No, he does not. Okay, great defense there.
His hand came down first out of bounds.
Caden Anderson with the defensive coverage for Denham Springs. Now the field goal try by Sam Pounce, who made a 37-yarder last week. This one is going to be from 27 yards from the right hash. To try to go up by 3 scores into the locker room. Low snap, Pounce slips, falls. Oh boy, comedy of errors here tonight on field goal tries. Been watching LSU too much, Greg.
Well, this was a wet field and a wet football. I don't think the Tigers didn't have that problem. They had other problems.
Crowd noise, 108,000 fans were impacting them last week, but no, that did not work at all for Walker. But you mentioned it earlier, why they did not try for a field goal earlier in this half.
I think that's it.
The wet turf making it very difficult to snap the football on field goals.
And, Denham Springs going to get the ball the second half.
Yep.
So they've got to go and regroup, get their offense together. It's going to be important that they get a score this second half.
I would imagine Brett Beer not a happy man. Let's hear from the other coach in this game, Chad Mahaffey. Derry, take it away.
Coach Mahaffey, in a crosstown rivalry, you can have a lot of distraction throughout the week. How do you assess your team's focus in that first half?
I think focus hasn't been a problem. I think we started off great. I've had some moments where we've executed really well. I think defense is playing awesome. Just a little bit of sloppiness both teams with some of the weather stuff, but I think that's settling down, so it should be better in the second half.
And talk about your quarterback play, Silv. Obviously, he's a two-sport athlete. He can throw the ball, run the football. Do we expect more Silv as far as quarterback runs in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, we're trying to take what the defense gives us. But definitely, if Troy can run, that adds an element to our offense.
Appreciate you. Good luck in the second half. Absolutely.
Troy Silv, a touchdown pass to Rashard Taylor. Caden Jones has the other touchdown for Walker. Meanwhile, Denham Springs offense has struggled here tonight. This is the YurView Louisiana Game of the Week presented by McDonald's.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Today, it's not just how much you make that counts. It's how much you keep. At Egan Insurance, protecting your wealth is our major priority, one that comes with a promise that no matter what threatens your wealth, accident, theft, fire, or illness, we'll be there to protect your financial assets just as we have for more than 60 years. Egan Insurance. How those who've made it, keep it.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it.
Boom, Hampton's hot.
I bet you there's no better feeling than celebrating a touchdown with a fancy touchdown dance. Why don't you show us a few moves for when we get big settlements?
You just gotta get into it first. You gotta run into it, and you gotta. I can't do that. Start putting that arm back there now.
We can call this the diggity shovel.
I like that, the diggity shovel.
Laborde Earls, proud partners with Jamal Williams.
I love commercials.
For over 75 years, the Butcher AC family has helped cool South Louisiana's homes and businesses with high quality, dependable, and professional air conditioning, sales, and service. A clear line of communication with a true voice, gathering your information and dispatching it to our professional team gets you the quick response and comfort of a job well done.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
As a personal injury attorney, I see every single day how injured someone can be in an accident. So that's why I've been so impressed with the features that the GLC has to offer.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
Walker leading Denham Springs 14-0. This is the YurView Louisiana Game of the Week presented by McDonald's. Let's now get you to the High School Spotlight, brought to you by the Louisiana High School Athletic Association Network. Take it away.
Welcome to Pink Paradise. The annual volleyball pink game between state powerhouses Mount Carmel and Dominican always brings out the great competition. But the teams band together to fundraise and raise awareness for breast cancer research, raising over $300,000 the past couple years.
So the rivalry between these two schools is just so great. As you can see afterwards, everybody's hugging and, we're all friends off the court. So it's just so awesome that we can have so much passion for this game and for our schools. And we really come out and play a great game against each other every time we play. It's hard fought just like this. And it's just so awesome what we can do for such a great cause.
Yes, for a super great cause. I mean, that's, what I mainly tell the girls. I'm like, it's for a cause, win or lose. We are raising money to support families that have suffered unfortunate from breast cancer.
We're joined now by Assistant Executive Director Adam McDowell of the LHSAA. Adam, it's been a great start to the season for cross country. Tell us about the upcoming championships.
Absolutely. We have our state championship on Monday, November 18th at Northwestern State University, so we're getting ready for it.
Can't wait. We've seen record-breaking performances so far this year. What's really stood out in this competitive season?
I think it's just the fact that the athletes are watching each other's performances online now. They can see what everybody's done from one weekend to the next. They're getting inspired by each other. It's really elevating the performance for everybody.
Northwestern State and the community of Natchitoches have really wrapped their arms around this. Just talk to how they have branded the cross-country championships up there.
They have. Well, they've had it for almost 3 decades now. So there's a lot of records there. So the kids look forward. They want to be on their school's top 25 list, top 15 list, top 10 list. So it's inspiring for the kids. It's inspiring for the coaches to kind of be able to compare from one year to the next to see how they're doing. And who knows, maybe those kids will get their name on the wall at the school.
A battle of unbeatens on Thursday night as Catholic Point Capee welcomed the St. Edmund Blue Jays to town. First drive for the Hornets, Jude Morrison rolls out and finds Brooks Capps with the amazing grab marked down at the 1. Next play, they give it to Micah Nipple. And Nipple punches it in for an early 6-0 lead. But here comes the Blue Jays. Kane West hands it off to Henry Summerlin. And Summerlin knocks over a few guys on his way to the end zone to get St. Ed's on the board. Second half now, Morrison's going to take the option himself and finds his way into the end zone to restore the lead for Catholic. Hornets defense shuts down St. Ed's in the second half. A few big sacks like this one by Cohen Higginbotham helps secure the win for Catholic, 26-22.
This is what our kids are about. We played some closer games this year against some opponents that we probably shouldn't have played as close with, but that battle tested us. We were ready. We faced so much adversity this year, having only 27 kids on the roster total, and we haven't had 27 healthy kids since June. We've been down to as few as 18 guys some weeks. So facing that adversity, finding ways to win games when we were down before, that all prepared us for this moment.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you, in Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a 4th branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
This time in the car gives me a few extra minutes with these two.
They said a car loan with your credit wasn't possible, but you found a new road to get there.
These little moments mean everything to me.
Hope makes it happen. With credit-building resources and personal support, Hope Credit Union's tailored loan solutions make your life better, no matter your income or credit. Brighter futures begin with hope.
Walker Wildcats leading the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets 14-0. Here on the YurView Louisiana Game of the Week, presented by McDonald's. Last night, pretty big upset that you saw on the LHSAA network, and that was Madison Prep beating University High 14-6. Landry Williams, the head coach for the Chargers. What a job. They had a really down year last year. In fact, we did that game a season ago here on the YurView Louisiana Game of the Week, and it was all U-High, but Madison Prep has certainly rebounded this year, and that gives them a district title. Getting that win over U-High. They got a big win, a come-from-behind win against Southern Lab this season, so nice job by Madison Prep coach Landry Williams getting things back on track there for the Chargers. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll show you some first half highlights and take a look at the stats. This is Game Time on YurView, presented by McDonald's. More coming up right after this.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it. Good job. Good job.
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy. Get it done.
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration. We are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
We've known you for a few years now, so let's do kind of a lightning round.
Think of it as a 2-minute drill, but with questions. Ooh, okay.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs. Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Crawfish or shrimp?
Boiled crawfish.
Your favorite holiday?
Mardi Gras for sure.
You've been hurt in an accident. What's the next thing that you do?
That's a no-brainer. Call the Board Earls at all 7s.
Bonus question.
Favorite attorney, David
or Digger?
I plead the fifth.
Well played.
Wise choice.
From upstream and midstream to downstream and renewable, you can count on Danos. The world needs energy, and we deliver. Visit danos.com today.
14-0 is our score as the Walker Wildcats, who are in position to share at least the district championship in 5-5A. They have a 14-0 lead over Denham Springs. They had that big win last week against Dutchtown, and sometimes you kind of let up. Maybe it helps that you're playing a parish rivalry game, as they scored within the first 50 seconds of this game, Greg.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, too, is the weather has a big factor on it. They can't run the offense like they want to. But for the most part, I think they've done a pretty good job. I expected more of a power game out of them and run the ball a little bit more, but they haven't been able to do that. And we'll see what happens in the second half.
And Denham Springs, offensively, their first drive looked really good. A couple of miscues ended up keeping them from scoring, but other than that, they haven't done much offensively.
No, they haven't. They've hurt themselves with bad plays, penalties, and things like that. I mean, this is just a broken play where you just had to get Will right out of the backside and had him wide open and for a touchdown. But Denham Springs stopped him from getting into the end zone and got the ball back.
That's been the best play of the night for Denham Springs, running the quarterback, Jerry Horn. They haven't been able to do much. And then how about this run here by Caden Jones, who then coughs up the football. That would be the lone turnover of the first half for Walker, but Jerry Horn would turn it right back over as there defensively for Walker. Getting the interception was Jeremiah Dorsey, and a nice return here back up to midfield. And then this was an explosive run by the senior running back, Caden Jones.
Caden Jones did a good job. Very patient, waiting on his blocks to develop and then just take off and hit it and get in the end zone. This is one we really thought Walker was going to get a touchdown off of it, but they weren't able to do it. And you look at the statistics for the first half, almost even on first downs, rushing yards, a little bit to the Wildcats there. I think so far it's a solid game. If you're the Yellow Jackets, you got to be concerned about the total yards. Only 77 total yards.
Highlights and stats from the first half, sponsored by Laborde Earls Injury Attorneys. Call all sevens or visit onmyside.com. Jerry Horn and the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets will have the ball to begin the second half. Stay tuned for that here on Your View.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
There are many signs to help protect us from harm, to warn us from harming ourselves, or prevent us from harming others. But sometimes the best sign is the one that protects you from things you never knew or even thought would hurt you. Egan Insurance, the sign of quality insurance protection since 1954.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
With over 28 million square feet of roofing installed, Ace Roofing is Louisiana's commercial roofing specialist. It's all we do, for commercial re-roofs to service and maintenance. Commercial roofs are a completely different system than residential shingle roofing. Different materials, installation process, you get the idea. We had the experience to ensure the best quality roof from the start. So if you need service, maintenance, or a complete re-roof, choose the local company that's been servicing roofs across Louisiana since 1975. Ace Roofing.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Laborde Earls Injury Lawyers, on your side. Hope Credit Union. Brighter futures begin with hope. ITI Technical College, your key to a better life.
Nick's Refrigeration, your comfort specialist.
Trabb Chevrolet in Homa, where we're always on your side. Catch every game live or on demand at watch.yurview.com. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram.
Almost set to begin the second half here from Denham Springs High School as the Walker Wildcats trying to get win number 6 on the season and improve to 6-3 and get to 4-1 in district play. They will wrap up district play by taking on East Ascension. Denham Springs, they will close out the regular season next week with a trip down to Ascension Parish to take on Sanama. Coach Brett Beard trying to get his offense going here. Not much going at all in that first half. Let's bring in Derry Beckwith with an ITI Technical College scoring drive, or sideline report, I should say. Derry, what did you get a chance to talk with Coach Brett Beard?
You were probably right. Coach Beard wants it to be a scoring drive.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Talking to him at halftime, he said defensively, they just have too many communication errors. They're messing up on base defense plays, something they've been running all year. And he said offensively, they have the plays to make. They just have to make them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I would imagine when they went back into their locker room, Coach Beard probably peeled some paint there with his voice. This was not the showing he was looking for here in this football game.
He gave him the Derry Beckworth halftime talk.
Yeah. But, yeah, all Coach Brett Beard needs to do is flex those muscles, and that should get the guys going.
That'll get them excited.
Yep. Sam Pounce has it teed up. His first kickoff here tonight. We'll see how the Yellow Jackets respond. Down 14-0. It feels like they could be down even more than that. So, got to be thankful they're only down 2 scores. Nice return developing here across the 30. And that's where the Yellow Jackets will start this drive, as that return was from Tanner Kerner. And Denham Springs with their quarterback, Jerry Horn, trying to get something going.
I think you've got to be thinking just, let's get some momentum, get a drive, or something. Just move the ball a little bit. And don't make the mistakes that you've made in the past. I mean, that's the first half, they really stopped their own offense.
Yeah. Like to see him get the ball to Deshaun Goldman a little bit, spread it around. They got some good receivers. Just haven't been able to really get them involved here in this football game. Horn, I don't know. Well, I think that was this is a design play, and then he ends up just dumping it off. And a really good, hard run there by Peyton Puffer. So kind of a fake run, and then get the ball off to Puffer, and they were able to at least get about 6 or 7 yards there.
Yeah, he wanted to roll to his right, but Walker had him cut off, and the defenders forced him back to the left, and it's a good pass, good play.
Nice little design there. They end up getting about 7 yards. Puffer, who's got some good hands. He's also a good blocker. 2nd down and 2. Now a misdirection play, and that was just talking about Tylan Haynes, who got the carry there. And he ends up picking the first down. This kid's got good speed. He's 4'5". He's been really solid the last few years, and he's having a great year this season, as I mentioned. Nearly 30 catches on the year and a couple of touchdown passes. So trying some different type of plays here to loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah, trying to get that defensive front to loosen up where you can maybe run the quarterback a little bit more or run your dive play.
1st down and 10 now here for Denham Springs. Here comes Horn off the right side, running hard, pushing the pile forward. He gets that big offensive line behind him as well. Ends up picking up 8 yards to the 50 there. So an 8-yard run for Jerry Horn. And it'll be 2nd down and 2. Back up to the line of scrimmage quickly here for the Yellow Jackets, playing a little tempo as well. Need something here. Senior night for them. Want to finish off the home schedule with a huge win over a parish rival. They'll hand it off, looking for something going here for Paul. Paul bouncing it out to the outside. Paul trying to turn on the Jets. Ended up getting about 5 or 6 yards there, did Paul. And a Yellow Jacket first down. Paul had an ankle sprain earlier this year. But as I mentioned, had a big game against Dutchtown. He rushed for over 100 yards. You do that against that defense, you're a good running back, and you can see once he gets that speed going, he can be a tough guy to bring down. He's got 58 yards rushing here tonight on 8 carries. Horn off the right side, lowers the head and the shoulder, and he's got about 8 yards. Really nice drive here, Greg.
It's a good drive, well put together. Horn did a good job of faking the football on that to his running back and just kept it right up the middle. That's a good job of running. Puts his offense in really good shape now. He's coming up with a 2nd down and 2. This is a down that you can play with. If you want to take a shot at the end zone, if the defense is too close, you can take a shot in the end zone and then come back on 3rd down. With 2nd and short's usually what they call a waste down. You can take a shot here.
Horn up to 48 yards carrying the football on 11 attempts. 2nd down and 2. Horn ends up keeping it, and I think it's enough for a 1st down, and it is.
I think they'll give him a 1st down.
Let's bring in Terry Beckwith with another ITI Technical College Sideline Report. ITI for a better life. We're seeing a little bit more life out of this Denham Springs offensive line, Terry. Looks like they're really firing off the football.
They're playing extremely physical, and the quarterback is running with a lot of intensity. And one thing I'm noticing, the sidelines are extremely involved in this game right now in the 2nd half. They're chanting, they're getting more involved. And that's what Coach Beard talked about at halftime also, to make sure they play with a little more energy. They were extremely flat in their 1st half.
Good run here by Paul as he's got a 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Zion Russ. And the Yellow Jackets are inside the red zone.
Well, you watch Paul here, you see a little bit of everything. Watch his feet, really good footwork. Kept his feet alive and running with his eyes. He saw the hole back to the inside and picked up good yardage, put his team in good shape inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line is where they will spot it. Now time for our Hope Credit Union red zone. Hope Credit Union, brighter futures begin with hope. On this 1st down and 10 at the 19 as the rain continues to fall here at Denham Springs. Horn off the left side. Gets a block inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What a drive to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly what they needed. A nice drive, get the ball in the end zone, get some momentum going. Now you're down 1 score.
Our Quest Fan Cam. Quest Pediatric Fan Cam. Discover the Quest difference now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas. Bravo on the extra point try. Let's see if they can get the snap correct here. They certainly do. Good hold, and that is off the crossbar and in. Oh, Johnny Bravo has been living right lately.
Take them any way you can get them.
It's a 7-point game.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a 4th branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it!
Boom! Hampton's hot.
Really good drive for Denham Springs to begin the 2nd half. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Derry Beckwith with you from Denham Springs High School.
Well, let's see what Walker can do now. If they can
Little
feel the
sky kick, got to handle that, and able to. Nice job by the kickoff coverage team. Good job by the man that caught the ball there, Greg, and Jonathan Musso.
Yeah, he did a good job. Got the ball, he got out of bounds. Now we'll see what happens. You see the scoring drive.
8 plays, 70 yards. Brought to you by Hampton Automotive. Hampton has it. So 1st and 10 at the 30. Now let's see if the defense follows up with what we just saw from the Denham Springs offense. And for Walker, they better be ready to play here. Buckle up those chin straps because Denham Springs is coming at you.
Yeah, we'll see if Walker can answer.
So Silv and Caden Jones in the backfield.
Charles Silva is going to be the key. I think he's going to have to handle the ball. He's got to run the ball more often than he did in that second quarter.
And there's going to be flags and whistles. There was movement. This is going to be a 5-yard penalty on Walker. So the 5-yard false start penalty against the Walker Wildcats.
Well, that'll get Chad Happy going. I mean, mental mistakes like that.
So now 1st and 15 from the 25-yard line. Caden Jones tries the left side, nothing happening. Shut down on the play. Darius Scott makes the tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
There's just no place to go. Good defensive line play. Penetration, got in the backfield. That really screwed up the play.
So 2nd down and 15 as Jones never able to really get anything going. Schools out of the Southland and the SWAC taking a look at Caden Jones, the senior running back. Silv the throw. His pass sails the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down and 15. Trying to get the football to Braylon Kent. And the Walker Wildcats, they have not had a 3-and-out offensively yet here tonight.
Well, on the defensive side, you know, Denham Springs, you got to be saying, hey, let's stop them and get off the football field on 3rd down. That's the key. Get off the field on 3rd down.
Walker is 3 for 6 on 3rd downs. Their first possession of the second half after Denham Springs marched right down the field and scored to begin the second half. Caden Jones in the backfield with Silv. Jones has it on 3rd and 15 as they play conservative as they only get about 4 yards. And the punt team's got to come on the field here for the Wildcats. Not a good drive. And what a start to the second half for Denham Springs.
Yeah, really surprised that they didn't put the ball in the air that time. It just ran a dive, wanted to protect the lead, I guess, just not put it in a bad spot.
Niall Allen will handle the punting here for Walker. Tanner Kerner standing at his own 40 to receive the punt. Low snap to Allen. He gets it off, end over end punt. Kerner signals fair catch and takes it at the 38-yard line. We'll take a break. The Yellow Jackets starting to swarm here tonight. They're down by 7 to the Walker Wildcats on Game Time.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you in Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! That's it. Good job. Good job.
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy. Get it done.
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
First down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Let's see if Denham Springs can keep the momentum. Paul, nice little cutback run, and he ends up getting 8 yards. What we saw in that drive to begin the second half, they were getting 6, 7, 8 yards on first down, and they do it again there. And actually, they go to their backup running back, Slade Daigle, on the carry there, who's averaging 4 yards a carry, 173 yards rushing for the senior running back. Daigle getting the carry, got 8 yards on that run.
Did a good job. He just cut it back, and there was nobody there. Able to pick up 8 yards.
Now Daigle motions out of the backfield. Horn will take off. Horn will get the first down, needed to get to the 49, gets across the 50, and now a rugby-style tackle there as Horn finally goes down to the ground, but another Yellow Jackets first down. Boy, oh boy, what a difference a half makes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we just barely even saw Denham Springs show even that much emotion in that first half.
Yeah, the momentum has shifted to Denham Springs.
That is a first down brought to you by Resources for Human Development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Puffer and Hogan move to the left side. Not a good snap there, but they still get the ball to Daigle. And Daigle ends up getting 5 yards. Could have been a disastrous play, but Daigle gets the handoff. Tackled on the play by Dante Flowers. Nice job by him, but a nice job there by Horn to make something happen on that play when it could have been a negative for the Yellow Jackets. So 2nd down and 5.
Boy, this Yellow Jacket offense is looking good for the second half. Much better than they did in the first half.
Haynes is lined up in the slot to the top of your screen. LaBeouf is all the way towards the sidelines, but they'll run it again, and maybe a yard there before the Wildcats finally stiffen up here defensively. Shutting down Daigle right after he got across the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4. What do you run here, Greg? Keep it on the ground?
Well, I think you do, because this is probably 2-down territory.
Yeah.
So you just keep it on the ground. I don't know if you want to take a chance of putting it in the air. The quarterback's been struggling throwing the football.
3rd down and 3, we'll call it.
3rd and 3, I'd run a quarterback power or something like that.
They've been running off that right side of the offensive line. Let's see if they do that here again. They got numbers in that direction. Instead, they go to the left, and that's going to be a first down. Nice job. They send the running back in motion to the far side, and then Horn reads the left side, and he goes there to pick up the first down.
You watch him to send the running back to the right, but he pulled the guards back out in front of him. That's that quarterback power where he just run back to the other side, have him outnumbered over that side, and pick up the first down.
Jackson Martin, the offensive lineman, leading the charge there. 15 carries, 82 yards. Brett Beard says this is more like Yellow Jacket football. 1st down and 10 at the 36-yard line. Kind of sleptwalk through the first half, allowing Walker to take a 14-0 lead at halftime. More Horn. And Horn, just boy, does he run hard. Now Walker finally pushes him back. Gets about 5 yards there. Several Wildcats there. Hayden Ross, one of the defenders there for Walker, along with Jonathan Musso, a junior defensive back. But again, they are winning first down here. They are getting in very good position on 2nd and 5, 2nd and 3, giving their offensive coordinator a lot of options at this point.
And he's doing a lot of it with the run game. So, you get the defense to walk up, and pretty soon you take a shot over the top.
Daigle again in motion. They're going to throw here. Horn towards the end zone. Single coverage and knocked away. There was a lot of hand contact there, but no flag, much to the dismay of the Denham Springs Yellow Jacket fans that are here. Zion Russ, who had the interception earlier. Actually, that was Jeremiah Dorsey who had the interception earlier, but Zion Russ with the defensive play there. And now there's a flag, and this might be against the Denham Springs sidelines.
Could be. That was a lot of pushing and shoving, but I think it's a good no call. The defender had the ball played well, and I think it's a good no call. Sideline warning against Denham Springs.
Well, Brett Beard was some kind of upset after not getting the pass interference penalty there. So he had to go on the field and let the referees know that he did not like the non-call there.
Well, you knew they were going to take a shot. They've been running the ball effectively, and just you get the defensive backs walking up, and you take your shot. That was a good play. Now you go back to your running game. 3rd down, you want to pick up at least 3 yards on this one on 3rd and about 8.
Kind of a delayed handoff, and a little seam there for Daigle. Daigle all the way inside the 5-yard line. One of his longest runs of the night for the backup running back for the Yellow Jackets. It's 1st and goal for Denham Springs.
Yeah, I think the Yellow Jackets have found something that will work in the ground game. They just keep trapping them inside. The running backs are showing a lot of patience and then hitting it in the hole and picking up big yards.
1st and goal at the 5. How about that for the senior, who is a backup, comes in, has his longest rush of the season. He has 46 yards on 4 carries here on this drive. Now a little bit of a different look here for the Yellow Jackets. Dejan Goldman takes the direct snap. Goldman, let's see them power him into the end zone. It's not the, they're going to call him dead at the 1-yard line.
I think that's the worst play in football.
What's that? Where everybody pushes him?
Yeah, you're going to somebody's going to get hurt doing that.
But back in the day, you couldn't do that.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden they allow it. 2nd and goal at the 1.
You're going to get somebody hurt with that. I think they're going to need to stop him from doing it.
Goldman once again takes the snap, looking for the end zone. Can he get there? He got in. Yes, he did. Touchdown. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He just snuck it across the goal line. And it's a 1-point game after Denham Springs didn't do anything in the first half. What a third quarter here for the Yellow Jackets on senior night.
That drive, the scoring drive, was dominated by running the football.
Yep.
See if we got a shot of him getting in the end zone.
Watch him. He'll just.
I think he's short right there. He's still short.
See how he just poked the ball out there? Yep. All right, Bravo hit the crossbar the last time he kicked it. Let's see if he can kick it a little further this time, and he certainly does.
Yeah, you got all of that one.
Yeah. And we got a tie ball game, Greg, with 1:55 to go in the third quarter. Denham Springs fired up coming out of the locker room. We'll have to find out what Brett Beard told the guys in the locker room at halftime. Whatever he said, it has certainly worked.
We had the presence of mind to stick the ball out there.
Dejan Goldman is the backup quarterback, a junior. He gets into the end zone. Let's send it down to Derry Beck with an ITI, Technical College Sideline Report. Derry, what a difference a half makes, right? I mean, in the first half, the Yellow Jackets offense couldn't do anything, and now Walker, they can't do anything.
They're playing with a lot more intensity. These guys on the sideline are rallying around each other. And the biggest thing in the second half, they're just taking it to Walker. They're being the hammer and not the nail. They're playing with extreme physicality. And I don't know if you guys see how big Coach Beard is. If he tells you something at halftime, you're going to do it in the second half.
Oh, boy, I know he was not happy with how his team played. I mean, a 70-yard drive and now a 61-yard drive. Musso from the 30 sidesteps a couple of tacklers, and then he gets pushed back as he maybe got to the 33-yard line, and now it's up to the Walker Wildcat offense to do something. The Hampton Automotive scoring drive finished off by Dejan Goldman. The 10 plays, 61 yards, the 1-yard rushing touchdown, and a lot of what we've seen here from Denham Springs has been on the ground. They finally got the ground game going.
Well, they got it moving, and so the thing they did is they saw that they had the 5 defensive backs in on defense, and we're not going to try to throw against that. And we'll just power it up front, and those guys up front did a good job. 61 yards, got them in the end zone.
Let's see how the Walker Wildcats counter here with Troy Silv and Caden Jones. Their only drive of the second half went 3 and out. Caden Jones with it. Caden Jones hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll be taken down, a loss of 3. And this is a fired-up Yellow Jackets team. Aravius Williams, the undersized defensive back, came in there and made the tackle. Williams was a special teams player for 3 years, waited his turn, and now he is a big part of this Yellow Jacket defense with over 40 tackles on the year.
A lot of yellow shirts to the football. That's how you play defense, just run to the ball.
Loss of 3 there for Caden Jones. 2nd and 13. Approaching the 1-minute mark of this third quarter. Jones gets another try here. And Jones will get to the 35, and that's it. He gets 5. A 3rd down and long coming up here for the Wildcats.
Well, the Yellow Jackets will get a chance to get the ball back to start the fourth quarter if they can just hold them, keep them getting the first down right here.
Jaden Washington in on the tackle there. So 3rd down and 8. Silv will probably be asked to throw. Play action fake, pressure coming. And they get the completion, but the defender, Rancher Miller, is right there. And he brings down Rashad Taylor as soon as he caught it. He's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. The Wildcats, decision time here with the football at the 40-yard line. The offense is staying on the field. They do not have to run another play. They can let the third quarter expire. And we'll have 12 more minutes to go, and we're going to have a 14-14 ball game. They will not get a snap off before the third quarter ends.
Well, Denham Springs that time decided to come with the blitz pressure to get the ball out quick. It worked, and it held them short of the first down.
Well, we're going to have a fun one here from Denham Springs. We knew it would be. The Livingston Parish rivalry starting to get fired up here at Denham. This is Game Time on Your View.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I bet you there's no better feeling than celebrating a touchdown with a fancy touchdown dance. Why don't you show us a few moves for when we get big settlements?
You just got to get into it first. You got to run into it, and you got to... I can't do that. Start putting that arm back there now.
We can call this the diggity shovel.
I like that, the diggity shovel.
Laborde Earls,
proud partners with Jamal Williams.
I love commercials.
For over 75 years, the Butcher AC family has helped cool South Louisiana's homes and businesses with high quality, dependable, and professional air conditioning, sales, and service. A clear line of communication with a true voice, gathering your information and dispatching it to our professional team gets you the quick response and comfort of a job well done.
Butcher, a name you can trust.
Right now, get rebates and special financing during Butcher's 75-year anniversary celebration.
It's hard to stop a train.
Experience Acadiana's most exclusive steakhouse, Mr. Lester's at Cypress Bayou. Make your reservation today. Space is limited.
Back to Cypress Bayou Casino.
4th down and 2, and the Walker Wildcats are going for it. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser, and Terry Beckwith.
I think he just tried to draw them off sides.
Maybe that's what they're going to try to do. Sill, snap wasn't great,
nope.
But it's going to be a first down. Caden Jones through the left side of the line ends up getting about 9, needed 2, and a big first down for the Wildcats. In fact, their first down of the second half. Nice job there.
Good job of blocking up front. The big guys opened up the hole for him.
And nothing happening there. In fact, a huge loss as Jones throws down. And boy, these Yellow Jackets are fired up. There's Darius Scott. 10 tackles for a loss on the season. Not the biggest guy there. But what a tackle he makes here on Caden Jones after the Resources for Human Development first down. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Is there a flag on that play?
Yeah, I didn't see a flag at all. Officials are conferring. No, there is a flag. No.
Another sideline warning. It's the second one on Denham Springs, and this time it's going to cost them, and Brett Beard is not happy. That's a 5-yard penalty, basically negates the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and all Coach Brett Beard can do about that is laugh at it. He's maybe crying a little bit on the inside because he just had a big negative play. He had 2nd and long. I mean, he still got 2nd and long, but you got to feel a little bit better if you're Walker that it's 2nd down and 9 instead of 2nd down and 14.
But I tell you could feel the energy on the Denham Springs side, and Walker just seems to be just not really into it.
And there's another illegal procedure penalty on the Wildcats, so they get the 5 yards back again as Denham Springs.
They're just not concentrating.
No.
Walker seems like they just lost their concentration.
I think it's the 3rd illegal procedure penalty they've had here tonight as Coach Chad Mahaffey, one of the best play callers in the business, but his offense right now can't get itself together with just the 1 first down in the second half. Counting on the senior quarterback right now, Troy Sill, to make something happen, or their senior running back, Caden Jones, one of those guys, got to make a play here in this tie ball game. And they pitch it to Jones. Jones now gets a little bit of open space and got it up to the 49-yard line. So that's a gain of about 6 or 7. 3rd and long on the upcoming play here as Rancher Miller made the tackle.
I think this is you're in 2-down territory. Pick up some positive yards on 3rd down. Make it an easy 4th down for yourself.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got to believe that Troy Seals is going to be the guy that takes off with the football. He's got no backs in the backfield. You got 4 wide receivers. We'll see what happens.
Let's see if Denham Springs decides to bring a little extra pressure here. On 3rd down and 7. Silv, he's just going to run it, and he's not even going to get to the line of scrimmage. Scott, once again, making another tackle behind the line of scrimmage. The punt team coming on for Walker. It's 4th and long.
Yeah, I think for Denham Springs, when you saw the empty backfield, you said, hey, he's the guy that we have to stop now. And they did a good job, got penetration and shut the play down.
That is our defensive play of the game, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Progress and performance that never stands still. Silv can't get it going as Scott and company bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now on to punt here. Niall Allen, he needs a good one for the Wildcats. And it is a good one. Fair catch signaled. Kerner does a nice job. He's no fear out there handling those punts.
Sure-handed receiver.
9:14 to go. Denham Springs has the ball, looking for their first lead of the night.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Hampton Toyota. Hampton has it. Make some epic memories this football season with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that signature Cane sauce. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Resources for human development. Together we're better. Together we're RHD. Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics. Discover the Quest difference. Now with 2 locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
Our dealership is named after our family, and that's not changing. Since 2001, Hampton Toyota's family has grown to include you, customers, and coworkers who we've worked with to build trust, commitment, and form meaningful relationships. At Hampton, just like in our name, Toyota comes second. And that's okay, because we're not just selling cars, we're a local family business from one generation to the next.
Papa, Hampton has it.
Boom! Hampton's hot.
Well, Jerry Horn and this Denham Springs Yellow Jackets offense, non-existent in the first half. They've come to play here, though, in the second half. Jeff Palermo, Greg Bowser with you, Derry Beckwith on the sidelines. Walker led 14-0 at halftime. Denham Springs has had the ball twice in the second half. They've scored 2 touchdowns. Walker has had the ball twice in the second half, and they've only had 1 first down. On the ground once again, and a good job by the Walker Wildcat defense as they bottled up Brenton Paul. First guy there, Jeffrey Caldwell for the Wildcats.
Good adjustment by Walker's defense that time. They got out of that 5 defensive back look, brought in an extra down lineman, and decided they're going to stop the run.
Yeah, I think you got to come out and play the run here, right? I mean, neither team has been that effective throwing the football on a rainy night.
Now, the thing you can't do is you're going to have man coverage on the outside. When you do that, you got to make sure everybody stays up and cover their man. You don't want to hit a big play on you in the passing game.
2nd down and 10. They run kind of a reverse here for Haynes, but Haynes gets caught behind the line of scrimmage. Dante Flowers. They needed a big defensive play. They asked number 6 to get it done. Jonathan Musso helped out there. Good job in staying home here, right?
Good job.
By Hayden Ross.
Hayden Ross kept it inside because, you know, Haynes is the guy that with the 4.3 speed, 4.5 speed in the 40. You don't want him getting outside and outrunning the defense.
3rd down and 9. They're 2 for 7 on 3rd downs here tonight. Horn will try to throw it. pocket breaks down. Horn takes off, and Horn gets hammered as he only got about 3 yards. Good job by the Walker defense. They needed to do something here to slow down this Denham Springs offense, and they forced the 3 and out.
That's a good job by the defense. Jeff, they got out of that nickel back situation, brought in the extra defensive linemen and linebackers, and was able to shut down this Denham Springs offense. That's a good job. Good adjustment by the coaches.
So now at the 28-yard line, they will punt the football. Trenton Harrison averaging 34 yards a punt. Needs a good one here, and it is a good one. Good end-over-end punt that takes a bounce and a Denham Springs roll. That's his best punt of the night. And we'll take another break. 7:07 to go. Walker and Denham Springs all tied up at 14 on YurView, presented by McDonald's.
Today, it's not just how much you make that counts, it's how much you keep. At Egan Insurance, protecting your wealth is our major priority, one that comes with a promise that no matter what threatens your wealth, accident, theft, fire, or illness, we'll be there to protect your financial assets, just as we have for more than 60 years. Egan Insurance. How those who've made it, keep it.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, forget about X's and O's. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
14-14 is our score. Chad Mahaffey's team was up by 14 at halftime. So they led it 14-0. Denham Springs scoring 2 touchdowns in the third quarter to tie this thing up. And now it's time for Walker's offense to do something. Only 1 first down here in the second half. Silv surveying the defense. Look at this, 5 wide receivers to the far side here. And Silv now will just run it. Tried to spread him out as much as he could. Runs to all those extra blockers, and they still got him behind the line of scrimmage. Caden Allen making another tackle. How many tackles behind the line of scrimmage for Denham Springs defense in this second half?
Well, Caden Allen came a long way to make that tackle. He was the corner on the top side, and he still was able to get through all the traffic and make the tackle for about a 1-yard loss.
Eric Held, our statistician tonight, tells me 4 tackles for a loss in the second half. Second down and 11. Silv will hand it off to Jones. Jones looking for somewhere to go. And they have him. Oh, and then he bounced it to the outside. And he's going to get a first down. Nice run there by Jones. That's the patience that Chad Mahaffey told me that he possesses. Caden Anderson finally got to him, but a really good run there by Caden Jones.
Caden Jones, real good patience. I mean, most guys would have tried to force it inside. He didn't. He waited and waited and went to the outside, found the hole, and picked up the first down.
So at the 35-yard line now here for Walker, only their second. Oh, the snap gets away. Silv's just got to slide on top of it. It was a ground ball basically to Silv. He's a basketball player, not a baseball player, and he couldn't handle it.
Well, this is about the 3rd or 4th snap like that we've seen tonight, and it's a product of the weather.
The wet turf. The center is Reese Dodd, the senior. There's 3 seniors: William Rotolo and then Braden Pates. Jones has got 100 yards rushing, including a touchdown run here tonight. Caden Jones. It is second down and a long way to go. A very low snap again. And not much happening there, maybe a yard or 2. And now Walker is facing 3rd and long with 5:35 and counting. Ja'Cory Gross, he's been in on a bunch of tackles tonight for that Yellow Jacket defense. In on another one. They're going to say this is 3rd down, and well, it's more than 14. It's more like 24. They got to get to the 45-yard line. So, yeah, it's about 3rd down and 20, really. 3rd down and 21. They got to get past the 45. Silv Launches one. Incomplete. Rashad Taylor went up for it. Looked like he jumped a little bit prematurely. Caden Anderson on the coverage. Walker will have to punt it away.
Well, this was a good pass. That should have been caught. Seal laid it out there. Gave his receiver a chance to catch the football. You watch, there's nobody else in the middle of the field. He throws it, leads him perfectly. All he's got to do is come down with it.
No, he jumped at the right time and just went right through his hands. On the punt again, it's Niall Allen standing at his own 10. Got to watch the snap here. That's a good one. Allen got it off. Kerner from the 45, going to hold on to it. Now let's send it down to the field for an ITI Technical College sideline report and Terry Beckwith.
Guys, this Denham Springs sideline is full of energy right now, and the reason why they have a skull of a Longhorn on the sideline. I asked the coaches what's the story behind it. They started off the season really hot on a great win streak. They lost 3 in a row, and Coach Beard told the guys, you have to find something to believe in. And what they picked? A skull of a Longhorn. I can't wait till you guys see the video of this thing. It's extremely intimidating. So if you notice why Denham Springs tied the game, the Longhorn is bringing them extra luck.
Well, the other thing they did, too, is they changed the helmet decals as well. They went a little bit more old school to the yellow jacket logo. Oh, nearly mishandling the handoff was Slade Daigle as he ends up losing about 3 yards there. It looked like that handoff was a little bit high in the chest area, and it took him a while to bring it down.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you see the helmet. They had some other logo that was up there that the players picked, and then Brett Beard said, you know what, we're going to the yellow jacket logo. It looks a lot more cleaner, and thinks they've played better since then as well. Horn rifles one in there. Is that caught? Looks like it is. That's going to be a first down. Colton LaBeouf went down to go get it, and a nice throw there by Jerry Horn.
Well, Jerry Horn's one of the few passes that he's thrown tonight, and it's on time. He gets back, and he's got a slant route there, and he just throws. There's nobody between him and the receiver. No defender between the receiver and quarterback.
Again, what's on the line here, Walker, if they can win this week and next week, would most likely at least share a district championship. For Denham Springs, they want to finish the season strong and hopefully host a playoff game in the first round. Nothing happening there on that run off to the left side, as there you look at Dante Flowers. One of the few returning starters for Walker on defense. 2nd down and 10. Time starting to become a factor here in this football game. How many more times will each team get it? We're all tied up at 14. 2nd down and 10. Daigle motions out of the backfield. Horn will keep it. And Horn, another good run and another first down. 14 yards that time for Jerry Horn. Another resources for human development, first down. Together we're better. Together we're RHD.
It's just, again, the quarterback power. You just pull the back guard around and get to block it inside, and doesn't take much for the quarterback to pick up first down.
Cy Martin had a really nice block there. He's one of the better offensive linemen for Denham Springs. Horn now over 100 yards rushing, 18 carries for 103 yards. A lot of great things happening on the campus of Denham Springs, and here's the next great thing. They are going to build a beautiful new field house here on campus. They actually just broke ground on it just not too long ago. It's actually in the end zone there to our right. So that's a construction area at the moment. But this stadium, we were actually here, Greg, for the first ever varsity football game at the end of the 2022 season. So this stadium now is 2 years plus old, and it is an absolutely fantastic place to watch a football game. The rain kept some of the crowd away here tonight, but now you're going to add this field house. They got it rocking and rolling here at Denham Springs.
They got it going, man, and the football team has picked it up a little bit.
Yep.
The first half, they struggled and kind of couldn't get it going, but now they came out, played great defense at the start of the second half, and their offense is now clicking. They found the rhythm.
They certainly have.
It'll be a really nice facility when it's done. That's the construction.
Yeah, that's just broke ground on it.
Yeah.
It'll take a little bit to get completed, but once it's done, it's going to be something to behold. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Good keep here by Horn. Got about 3. Jonathan Musso came up to make the tackle. Maybe it was about 2 yards there. So 2nd down and 8.
Well, the clock is ticking down. We're under 3 minutes to play this game. You Walker, you have to figure out a way to get him stopped here.
Daigle's still in there as the running back, the senior on senior night, getting an opportunity to be on this potential game-winning drive. Horn keeps it. Horn sheds a couple tacklers. Horn inside the 10. Horn towards the goal line.
I think he stepped out.
Mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I think he stepped out at the 1.
Horn wants the touchdown. He's not going to get it. The fans want the touchdown. They're going to have to wait a little bit.
You know, most coaches, when you get a play like this and the guy comes over and he doesn't get the first down, you normally put him back in and give him the ball again. But Horn's going to be on the sideline. They're going to probably run a wildcat or something.
Yeah, they're going to get DeJon Goldman back out there again. He just scored that touchdown on the last drive. Good run there by Horn.
Good call. Watch him just step out right about there.
Yep. So 1st and goal at the 1. The Yellow Jackets looking for their first lead of the night. Goldman is now the quarterback. Goldman will keep it. Goldman will get it to the end zone. Touchdown, Denham Springs.
Boy, it came out and did exactly what they had to do.
21, or I should say 20 unanswered points here for the Yellow Jackets. Great blocking there off the right side. And Walker's defense, they have not been able to do much here against this powerful ground attack by the Yellow Jackets.
The Yellow Jackets, once they decided not to throw the football a lot and just to rely on that running game, the whole complexion of the game changed.
Big extra point here from Bravo, and he knocks it through. 21-14. Another fantastic Hampton Automotive scoring drive. 8 plays, 55 yards. Walker's offense has been stuck in neutral, and it's time to hit the gas.
Well, their offense and their defense just have no answer for this Yellow Jacket running attack.
3 timeouts for Walker here. Not over yet for Denham Springs. Can't celebrate just yet.
A little under 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go, and plenty of time.
And Silva's got a good arm. He's got some good receivers. This offensive line for Walker's got some good size to it. Now, they're more than capable. I mean, offensively, they really marched up and down the field, and you know that they felt at halftime they should be up more than 14. Sky kick. Oh, going to get a nice little return here out to the 45. I think Denham Springs kind of gave up there for a little bit, and a good opportunity there for Walker and Jonathan Musso to pick up a couple extra yards. We saw last year Denham Springs play East Ascension, and East Ascension kind of took control of that game, and Denham was not able to rally in the second half to win it. But here against Chad Mahaffey, they got a touchdown lead, but great field position here for the Wildcats to make something happen. Caden Jones looking for somewhere to run. There just hasn't been a lot of running room. Ends up getting a couple yards. Again, 3 timeouts they have in their back pocket as we're under 2 minutes to go in this one.
Plenty of time. I think if you're Walker, you've got to run some misdirection, because the defense from Denham Springs, they're just flying to the ball. You got to run some misdirection to get the ball, get them thrown off.
Well, they're going to throw it out to Caden Jones. He's got a couple of blockers. I like getting them out in space, but a great job by Denham Springs. They reacted well to that play. Ravius Williams, who's been all over the field here tonight, makes another tackle. 3rd down and 4.
Clock's still running.
Yep. They have not decided to use any timeouts yet, but they're shuffling players in and out here. A lot of times coming off that clock.
Yeah, I think if he gets a first down, he'll call the timeout.
Yep. I even think if they don't get the first down here, you got to call the timeout. Get everything set. Silv keeps it. Silv has got the first down barely by a yard, and they quickly use that timeout with 67 seconds to go.
But the clock stops, they get the first down, so.
Silv keeps it again. Up to the 37-yard line.
I think they use the timeout right here.
Okay, so that's where they use their first timeout. And 53 seconds, 2 timeouts.
Plenty of time.
I wasn't going to use the word plenty. I wasn't going to use the adjective plenty, but
oh, you got plenty of time.
It's not.
You're on the plus side of the football field.
Yeah.
I think you got plenty of time to get it in. You got 2 timeouts. And if you pick up a first down, the clock's going to stop. That helps you out.
Yeah. But what a fun game here tonight. To see Denham Springs respond like they have here tonight. And you have to wonder, Walker's up 14-0. We just beat Dutchtown. We handed the Griffins their first loss of the season. Everything's going well. And then all of a sudden, and it's really, they weren't able to convert on that field goal at the end of the first half. You had the bad snap.
Well, I think it started with the opening drive of the first half.
Second half.
When Denham Springs was able to take the ball and put it in the end zone. That gave them a lot of confidence.
Right.
And
but they had the chance to make it a 3-score game right before halftime, and that really would have put a lot of doubt in Denham Springs' mind. Silv the throw, complete. One of the few completions here for the Walker Wildcats. That's good enough for a first down, as they were able to hit the big tight end there, Niall Allen. So 1st and 10 at the 30. Silv the throw again, pump fakes. Rolls out, it's got to just throw it away, and he does. 36 seconds on the clock.
Now you don't have a lot of time.
You got about 4 plays here, I would think. 4 plays, and you got to go 30 yards.
Well, you got 4 plays, you got 2 timeouts. And again, I think you want your quarterback to look 10 yards and then look 10 yards first, and anything short of that was the second choice.
So 2nd down and 10. Silv looking to his left, steps up. Have to throw it away again. Now, some time should have come off the clock, right?
Yeah, it did. I think it was 36 on the clock.
Was it 36?
Yeah.
Okay, so a few seconds came off the clock. Denham Springs is thinking it's not going down fast enough. Great job by this Yellow Jackets defense. They've been allowing just 17 points a game. They've really done well. Oh, I think they got Denham Springs off sides there. Devin Mack.
Yep, they got him offside. That'll cost them 5.
So a free 5 yards there to the 25. But Brett Beard had said that they have played very well, especially in the red zone defensively. Feel like his guys have been able to do a great job covering.
The big thing is he wanted them to finish, wanted them to play for the full game. You got to stay in the game the whole time. And, 30 seconds left. You need a big play right here.
The one thing about that 5-yard penalty, it makes it a little bit easier for them now to pick up the first down, at least, to keep this drive alive. Silv over the middle, incomplete. He had his man. Allen was open over the middle of the field. Unable to get the football to him, though. Now we have a flag in the defensive secondary, right? Am I looking at the right thing there?
There's a flag. I think they're going to get it. This one's going to go against Denham Springs.
It's all the way down by the 5-yard line.
Did they pick it up? There's no signal. Here we go.
That's a big penalty. Let's see if we can spot it.
It's going to be off to the right of the screen.
Yeah.
We'd see it.
That was a nice thrown ball there by Silv, just a little bit high. So let's see where they spot this thing. All the way to the 15, first down and 10. 25 seconds to go.
This is where the ability of your quarterback to run with the football comes into play, because he can take off and run down here in the red zone and get in for a touchdown.
Hope Credit Union red zone. Hope Credit Union. Brighter futures begin with hope. Let's see what's the stoppage here. Again, Walker still has 2 timeouts to use as well. It's been a nice little drive here for the Wildcats, getting a little help now with some penalties. 2 big penalties called against Denham Springs. Man, this is where you really got to focus, Greg. Now, I think they're trying to figure out where to spot this ball. Silv, 3 of 7 in the second half for just 19 yards. Can he complete a 15-yard touchdown play?
I think the call was holding.
Well, they said pass interference.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it was, it's first down and 10 at the 15. Plenty of time on the play clock here, 15 seconds. Kent is in the slot. Joseph, the wide receiver, to the near side. Pump fake. Silv under pressure. Silv trying to run away from it. Pitches it out to Joseph, who gets out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Angled out of bounds by Allen.
Good heads-up play by Joseph, not only to catch that ball, but to get out of bounds. The presence of mind just to jump out of bounds and not have to use another timeout.
16 seconds here. Well, with the 2 timeouts, the whole field is open here for Walker. Joseph now trying to get off the field. Again, plenty of time on the play clock. They roll. Pressure. Silv drops the ball. It's got to fall on top of it. Timeouts. Huge defensive play once again by the Yellow Jackets. And it's Scott who comes up with it.
Good play by Mr. Scott that time. Came in. Watch the hustle play here. He reads the back going across his face and then comes in and strips the quarterback of the football.
Ball spotted all the way back to the 23-yard line. There's 9 seconds to go.
In a situation like this, what you want to do is get your wide receivers to run a deep crossing route and throw the football to them quickly. Because if you pick up the first down, the clock's going to stop. But you also have that other timeout left.
You got 2 tall wide receivers in Joseph and Taylor. I mean, on one of these plays, you're just going to try to throw it up to them and see if they can't make a play.
Well, I think you could throw that fade route to them, but if you can get another 10, 15 yards and then throw it, you got a better shot. You got a better chance of completing it.
What a huge win this would be for Denham Springs. For Walker, it would be a tough pill to swallow. This is what a Livingston Parish rivalry game is all about. Coming down to the wire here tonight, folks. 9 seconds to go. Walker needs 23 yards. Did they just use another timeout? They did.
They did.
That's their last timeout now. There was something that Chad Mahaffey did not like, so he's got to burn his final timeout. That stings a little bit. Well, if you're throwing the ball towards the end zone anyways, they got to get they got to put the time back on the clock. But I still think even if you threw a ball to the end zone, you could get 2 plays off here.
I think I'm going to throw to pick up the first down first. Make sure you get the first down, get down. That'll stop the clock. Then you can get up there and get another one off.
They got to get to the 5-yard line for the first down. Walker is just 1 of 5 on 3rd downs in the second half.
But by calling the timeout, you almost assured yourself this is the last play if you don't score a touchdown.
Again, I got to get the ball to one of those tall wide receivers.
Defensively, what you like to do on this is I would blitz him on this. I'd make the ball come out quick.
Taylor's got single coverage down at the bottom of your screen.
I'd run the linebackers through there and make him throw the ball quick.
They rush 3. Silv towards the end zone. Knocked away. Still one more play to go. It's 4th down. 4th down from the 23-yard line. Boy, there was a lot of traffic there. This was going to be a tough pass to complete.
Threw it right into double coverage.
Rancher Miller got his hand on it.
Tough football game, and it's all going to come down to this play right here.
Silv is actually going to go over to Chad Mahaffey and get the call. Now he's got to run all the way back. And you got 11 seconds on the play clock. Silv to the end zone. It's basically a Hail Mary knocked away. That's the ball game. The Yellow Jackets complete their comeback. And they sting the Walker Wildcats. What a victory for Denham Springs.
What a difference of 2 halves. The first half, Denham Springs couldn't do anything right. The second half, they came out and controlled the football game.
What a win.
That's your favorite piece of jewelry right there. Some guy lost his head.
Whatever it takes. Coach Brett Beard, a huge win here tonight as they beat their parish rival, the Walker Wildcats, 21-14. We'll be back after this.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call Gaucher Amadei?
Tell him why, Gaucher. Because when you're hurt, you need money. We got a client who injured their head in a wreck, $250,000.
Another of our clients had a very serious back injury, and we got them $1.2 million.
And they deserved every single penny.
We're Gaucher Amadei, your go-to lawyers.
If you're hurt in a car wreck, what do? Call 222-2222.
At Resources for Human Development, we understand that navigating the challenges of this world can be daunting. That's why we've partnered with New Orleans' Health Department to launch the Mobile Crisis Intervention Unit, a 4th branch of emergency response. A team of behavioral health professionals will respond immediately to your location to help you resolve your crisis. In our first 6 months, we've responded to more than 1,300 behavioral health crisis calls from the community, and we're just getting started. Learn more at rhd.org.
Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics is now booking holiday appointments. Race to book your child's next cleaning today. Whether they're needing just a quick cleaning, orthodontics, or something in between, our friendly staff will make sure your child is comfortable and taken care of. And our patients under 2 get their first visit free. Now with 2 convenient and kid-friendly locations to better serve you. In Lafayette behind Dino's South and Opelousas behind Lily Pad Pediatrics right off I-49. Hurry, call or visit us online to book your child's appointment today.
This time in the car gives me a few extra minutes with these two.
They said a car loan with your credit wasn't possible, but you found a new road to get there.
These little moments mean everything to me.
Hope makes it happen. With credit-building resources and personal support, Hope Credit Union's tailored loan solutions make your life better, no matter your income or credit. Brighter futures begin with Hope.
At Nick's Refrigeration, more goes into servicing your AC and heating system than you realize.
Go! Catch it! Good job! Good job!
Bring it higher.
Turn it up, boy! Get it done!
Good morning, Nick's Refrigeration.
Nick's Refrigeration, we are ready to serve your AC heating needs.
Tonight's Hot Cool Play of the Day is brought to you by Butcher AC, Butcher Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. And a name you can also trust is Darius Scott. What a sack. And then he stripped it away from Troy Silv, and that really put the Wildcats behind the 8 ball. That was a huge play by Darius Scott, a junior. And now it's time for our player of the game. And that's brought to you by Raising Cane's One Love. And it was number 9, Jerry Horn, and his legs. That was a great way to finish off the first drive, and his running tonight was such a huge key for Denham Springs.
Well, he started out trying to force the pass, and then all of a sudden he's found a running game.
Yep. Now let's send it down to the field. Derry Beckwith is standing there with the senior QB, Jerry Horn.
Jerry, you guys are down 14-0 against a crosstown rival at halftime. You come out in the second half, score 21 unanswered points. What changed?
I mean, we going into halftime, offense, I wouldn't say we were slow the first half. We just weren't finishing drive. We weren't putting points up on the board, so we knew if we want to win this football game, we have to execute, and that's what we came out and did.
Every program has a defining win. Tonight, you guys, everybody thought you was going to lose this game. Do you consider this a program-defining win for Denham Springs?
I think it was a great win tonight. I mean, we started the season off, 5-1, 4-1, and we hit a loom right there in the middle, and we've had a lot of people doubt us, but I mean, we don't want to earn our respect. We just want our respect back. So I feel like tonight was a step forward.
Great perspective, man. Good game. Go celebrate.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
Denham Springs now 6-3 overall, 3-2 in district play. Huge win for Coach Brett Beard. We'll take one more break. We'll wrap things up from Denham when we come back.
I've been driving Mercedes for 15 years or longer. I believe you can get all the bells and whistles in a C-Class. I just like the size. The size fits me.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
It's this simple. You have a car and Trapp Chevrolet wants to buy it from you at absolute top dollar. And you don't even have to buy from us. It's true. We want to buy your vehicle. You won't believe how much your vehicle is worth. Just trade your vehicle in or take the cash. And while you're here, choose from our selection of new Chevy cars, trucks, crossovers, and sport utility vehicles at special savings. Find the new Chevy perfect for you and your lifestyle. So hurry in today at Trapp Chevrolet in Houma.
The Baton Rouge Clinic has been taking care of you and your children for over 75 years.
From East Ascension to West Feliciana, from Zachary to Denham Springs, we'll keep you in the game.
From your future stars to your weekend warriors, we'll keep you in the game.
From primary care to urgent care, we'll keep you in the game.
The physicians at the Baton Rouge Clinic want to wish you a healthy and successful season.
The truth is, accidents happen, and they always seem to happen at the worst possible times. It's never convenient to be injured or have unexpected medical bills. You see, the problem is we can't prepare for an accident because we never know when they're going to happen. They happen when we leave them.
As a personal injury attorney, I see every single day how injured someone can be in an accident. So that's why I've been so impressed with the features that the GLC has to offer.
Lease and save at Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge. Offer ends September 30th.
Let's look at our catch of the day, brought to you by Guidry's Catfish, feeding your family like ours since 1976. Didn't see a lot of completions, but that was a big one to Colton LaBeouf. And now it's time for our drive of the game, brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. Trapp Chevrolet in Houma, where we're always on your side. The completion to LaBeouf, and then Jerry Horn on the carries here. This was a nice run off the right side, got it all the way down to the 1 yard line, which then set it up for the touchdown run by DeJohn Goldman. And that completed the comeback for the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets as they defeated their parish rival here tonight, 21-14. Jeff Palermo and Greg Bowser had the call with you. What a ball game. Walker was really good in the first half, but they were only up 14-0, and they could have been up at least by 3 scores. And I think that would have made a huge difference. But give credit to Brett Beard and Denham Springs. Opening drive of the second half, they took control of this game and never relinquished it.
Well, I think the second half adjustments was all of it. Brett Beard in the second half, they came out and were determined to run the football.
Right, yeah.
And they just ran the football and ran it. Even third and long, they ran the ball and picked up the first down. The other one was that he adjusted and decided to use his quarterback more, let him get in the running game. And that changed the complexion of the whole football game.
And they also won on first down quite a bit. A lot of good yardage on first down. Brent and Paul here, a nice run. This was showing some of the determination that Denham Springs came out with. Here's Horn following a blocker. He gets into the end zone. He rushed for over 100 yards here tonight. How about this extra point? It's going to hit off the crossbar and go in. Then you were starting to think maybe it is Denham Springs night. Slade Daigle off the bench. The senior nearly gets into the end zone here. Jonathan Musso with the touchdown-saving tackle. And then Goldman just getting the ball across the goal line. This one a little bit easier. That is the game-winning score. And then the Yellow Jackets defense holds. Walker had a really nice drive developing at the end of the ball game to try to potentially tie it, but they could not punch it into the end zone. Here's your stats, brought to you by Laborde Earls Injury Attorneys. Call all 7s or visit onmyside.com.
Well, the number to look at in the stats is the rushing yards. 228 rushing yards and by the Yellow Jackets to only 126 by the Wildcats. That was the difference, I think, in the ball game, because once they came out, Denham Springs decided we were going to run the ball. They ran it successfully, and that took up the whole game.
Denham Springs improving to 3-2 in district play. Walker, they fall to 3-2, and any chance of sharing a district championship again, not going to happen here for Walker. For Derry Beckwith, for Greg Bowser, I'm Jeff Palermo. I want to thank our statistician Eric Held, our director Kim Kiat, our producer Jeff Schneider. Denham Springs victorious here tonight in Week 9. We'll see you next week in Hahnville. This has been Game Time on Your View.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Right now, order any size frozen drink or iced coffee for just $1.99 or get a medium lemonade for $2.49. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's this simple. You have a car and Trapp Chevrolet wants to buy it from you at absolute top dollar, and you don't even have to buy from us. It's true. We want to buy your vehicle. You won't believe how much your vehicle is worth. Just trade your vehicle in or take the cash. And while you're here, choose from our selection of new Chevy cars, trucks, crossovers, and sport utility vehicles at special savings. Find the new Chevy perfect for you and your lifestyle. So hurry in today at Trapp Chevrolet in Houma.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call Gaucher Amade?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. We got a client who needed hand surgery after a car wreck, $200,000. We're Gaucher Amade, your go-to lawyers.
Call 222-2222. The truth is, accidents happen, and they always seem to happen at the worst possible times. It's never convenient to be injured or have unexpected medical bills. You see, the problem is we can't prepare for an accident because we never know when they're going to happen. They happen when we least expect
Experience Acadiana's most exclusive steakhouse, Mr. Lester's at Cypress Bayou. Make your reservation today. Space is limited.
Back to Cypress Bayou Casino.
Why should I call Gaucher Amade? Because when you're hurt, you need money.
We got a client who cracked their sternum in a car wreck, $197,000.
We're Gaucher Amade, your go-to lawyers.
Call 222-2222.
Miss anything from the show or just want to see it again? See all the videos we have online at sportsstarsoftomorrow.com.
For this week's Sports